Oh, yeah, I do.
Man. I like Hershey's Special Dark.
I like dark chocolate. Like Dove dark chocolate, the little hearts.
You like dark chocolate?
Yeah, it's delicious.
The little hearts are good, man.
I like white chocolate and dark chocolate better than milk chocolate.
You got your mic all whack.
What do you mean?
All I see is pole.
Pole?
What about me? Am I good? Or
Is it better now?
Should I do this?
Move more.
Me?
This one? No, this. Move your pole. Yeah.
Move your pole, Justin.
Can you hear me still?
Go the mic a little closer. That's good.
What about this? Is this okay?
Nick's good. Because this is off to the side. Jesse's is literally.
How's Grayson?
It's not my normal spot.
Here, move this. Can you move those that way some? There you go. Oh, yeah. Now you're good. Now you can move that.
How's Grayson? Is he good?
Grayson's good. What's up, Bubba? All right. We're good. We're live.
All right, cool.
So, wait. We were talking about chocolate?
Yeah, Justin doesn't like chocolate.
At all?
I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't really like sweet things to begin with. Like I'm like a salty or savory
Dude,
person.
just slam some ice cream cake.
Dude, but I mean, I like the crunchy fudge part in the middle, but like that's a lot of sweet for me. I don't do a lot of sweets.
Sweets is very
like
rare for me, and if I do it, it's usually something like Skittles or Starburst, like a fruity.
I was gonna say fruity candies.
See, I am the complete opposite. That's why I'm built the way I am.
What's up, Bubba? This is our guest, friend of the show.
What up, Grayson?
This is you, Bubba. That's your camera. All right, let's get the show going.
You know what time it is.
Podcast Tuesday!
Live from Made to Motivate.
As a goddamn goal to pull us out on a Tuesday night. Damn it!
What up, guys? This is a podcast throwback, recording on Monday nights, like we used to do back in the day.
Did we used to do that?
Monday nights was a recording night.
Yeah.
And then I had to edit it right after we recorded so I could post it on Tuesdays, which I would like to get back to doing.
Really?
We have to for football season.
Well, and with the summer, like my weekends, I'm always gone now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like in 2 weeks, I won't be here on
Saturday. If you don't mind doing it right now, that's fine. I requested to change my schedule.
Dude, if we're willing to sacrifice Monday nights and just do like when he's off like this,
I'm good with that.
Jesse, you don't work in the morning. You don't work in the morning. I'm the only one that gets fucked. But I'd rather do.
That sucks.
Oh, you're talking about from now on?
I'm
down.
Because here's the thing.
I prefer to have my weekend.
The summer, that's my thing. Like for the most part, I'm down. But like when I have long weekends, like I'm at the lake, and then like this, it just throws everything off. But anyways, back to the original crew.
Yep, Chris got replaced by a dog.
This is friend of the show, Chris Kessinger. It was
the
like
Film Freak.
Hocus Pocus or something.
101 Dalmatians. Homeward Bound.
All of
Air Bud.
Ryan's favorite movies.
Anyhow, this is Made to Motivate Podcast, Season 2, Episode 26. And this is your host, Ryan Weiss, joined as always by Nicholas Mancuso.
What up, guy?
I like that shirt.
Thanks, bro.
I like that shirt a lot,
It
actually.
was a vacation shirt.
Where's it from?
DXL.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah, man.
And we've got Jesse Unk.
What's going
from
on?
Sports Illustrated.
Do you like my shirt?
I do actually like your shirt.
You fucking should.
Where's that from?
Podfest.
Yeah, Podfest.
Yeah, buddy. And then we've got Grayson.
What's up, Grayson?
Grayson's Great Adventures.
He's got a good shirt on, too.
What's up, Bubba? Lay down. He's going to hang out with us today because we have a fourth camera and I needed something to do with it. So
yeah, follow his Instagram.
Yeah, follow Grayson's Great Adventures on Instagram. What's going on? You didn't go on vacation this time, so what did you do last week? Anything new and exciting?
Shoot, what did I do? I should have thought about it.
4th of July.
Yeah, we went over to Jen's family and had like a little cookout thing over there. My mom's birthday was last week, so it kind of fell in like the middle of the week. So
shout out Annette Nozel.
So we went to the zoo yesterday.
Yeah.
Which is
how was that?
Listen,
with everything going on.
Red pandas?
No, bro.
No.
So, couple things. The way they're doing the zoo now with like social distancing and stuff, it's the dopest thing ever.
Really?
Because one, you have to buy your tickets in advance, right?
Yeah. Do you have to have reservations or something?
You have to reserve a time to go.
That's dope.
So there's like hardly anybody in there. And then once you're in there, there's like markings in the exhibit of where you can stand.
Yeah.
So it's not crowded. Everybody has their own time to like look at stuff.
But since you made a reservation, are you limited on how long you can take?
No, that's your
dope.
That's your
just like come during this time block.
Yeah, that's your arrival window.
That's dope.
So you can stay as long as you want. All indoor things are closed.
Yeah.
So no cafe, no air conditioning, no like aquarium or like how they have jellyfish and stuff in there.
Yeah.
None of that.
That stuff's kind of lame, anyways.
But they're building. You've seen the new lion exhibit, right?
Mm.
It's dope. Like it looks like a big zoo.
Yeah.
So they are they tore down their Asia exhibit.
Okay.
So they have no tigers right now, no red pandas.
Oh yeah, because they're redoing it all.
And it's almost completed. It's probably like 3 months away. It looks huge. They got giant buildings, like giant.
The new lion exhibit's dope.
I love it, man.
Yeah, the tiger one's gonna be super cool too.
But yeah,
I love tigers.
No red pandas. But on the side they have like pictures of the construction equipment, and they're like pretending that those are the animals. So they have like caterpillar, bulldozer, and its natural habitat, and they explain like the origin of caterpillar. Like, it's
I
funny
like stuff like that.
Like I think the zoo's like really cool.
Yeah, I love the zoo.
So like the inside stuff that's canceled, even like the small, like they have like that one tiny building where you walk in and there's like the monkeys inside.
That's closed.
That's closed too.
Anything
so
indoor is closed.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
there is all the Dippin' Dot stands are open. For some reason they don't have orange Gatorade containers anymore. I don't know why.
Weird.
They're probably getting stolen by somebody. And then they have a food cart. Well, not a cart, but there's a building right before you walk up to the Lions where they have like hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff.
Man, I love food.
So we got some.
Like that.
Olivia and Nick got some water, but it's canned water.
Oh,
it was very weird.
That's supposed to be a new thing that they were talking about. Sandman was telling me about that they're switching a lot of the stuff over to save because of like plastic. There was plastic issues with COVID and stuff. So they were gonna do like canned water and things like that.
But
it's terrible. Canned things are gross.
Bathrooms are closed except for the ones at the main entrance.
Damn.
So if you gotta go, you just gotta go by the Lions or something. And then the water fountains were all closed except for the water bottle refill one. So as long as you bring a Yeti and some ice, you're good,
bro. You should just put your head underneath that, like,
bro, they'll kick your ass.
Yeah, we got through the whole thing in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, that zoo's like a quick. Yeah. Anyways,
it's a nice zoo though for the size.
But walking up to Grizzly Ridge, that hill, and it was hot, bro.
Apparently, they redid those exhibits so that they can do mating.
Oh, really?
That was part of the new setup they did was to like get under some sort of mandate that they'd be allowed to mate them and reproduce.
It almost looks big enough to have like giraffes and elephants over in that area now.
Yeah, bro.
Because the way they like sectioned it off,
there.
And like down where you can like weigh yourself down there by the that's all like closed off, and they've like bulldozed it off and like built like an amphitheater looking thing, and like it's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't been there since they actually built. I just saw everything
leveled off.
Yeah,
I went last year, but I can't remember. Like,
do you remember back when that zoo was just like a petting zoo or something?
Man.
Yeah, bro.
They've expanded.
They were like squirrels,
so much.
like black squirrel.
Yeah.
Another thing that was cool is they had arrows on the floor or on the ground, like
direct to follow. The direction.
So that way you kind of knew where to go. I wish they had that all the time.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3 points in the zoo where you like get turned around.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you go the Red Panda way, then that splits off two different ways. And if you go up the left side by the Grizzly area, then that splits off.
Yeah, it kind of kept a nice flow to everything.
Yeah.
And then where we used to pull in that ground, they've like repaved it, and there's like cracks in the pavement, and they painted it like a tree.
Oh, that's
so it's like it looks like a tree's in there, and then there's like colored like leaves.
I love the zoo.
Yeah, that stuff's dope.
Was it hard to reserve? Like, do you have to do like far in advance or anything?
We did a week in advance, and then that day didn't work, so we called and switched the date, and they're like, "That's fine."
Dude, that's dope. I need to go.
And they extended our zoo pass by 3 months.
Oh shit! Yeah, because you haven't been able to go.
Yeah, because it expired on June 30th, and they're like, "We'll extend it for 3 months for you."
Nice.
I love this, man.
Yeah.
Jesse, what did you do since last week?
I went and visited my sister out in Indiana. Came back from that. Didn't really do much. Just went to go hang out, and then got prepped for 4th of July. Threw a little get together.
Little shindig,
cornhole, cooking out, and all that. I got my new washer and dryer. It was waiting for 2 weeks before it could ship to me. So
yeah,
they're fucking dope.
Is it hooked up and everything?
So yeah, they're so quiet.
What did you get?
I got two GE top load. Like, I don't know.
Nice.
They're fancy. They got all these sensors and crazy stuff in them. It was weird because like I'm trying to figure out how to like put in the amount of water into my washer.
Right.
And there's no button anywhere.
Yeah. It's auto senses.
It senses it.
That's
I
what
didn't know
mine
that that
does.
stuff did that.
Yeah.
So it was just
It
like,
just
yeah,
checks
I'll just
how-
keep
yeah.
going, and then it give it a little spin and be like, nope, needs more, and
Yep.
fill it back up, and it's awesome.
When we bought ours last year, that's the first time I had one like that too, and I thought that was super dope.
Yeah, got $1,000 for free from the government. That was dope.
Me too.
I'm still waiting on mine.
What'd you do? Does it suck?
I told my guy today that was bringing in the washer. He was super nice. I was like, hey man, like
Got $1,000 tip
they
for
hire
you.
you, right? Like he was like, oh yeah, like I do this on the side, and I was like, well, today's your lucky day, man.
Dude, you tell him all about
Yeah, I
it.
sent him the link. He was like, thank you so much. He ran out because his wife was working with him. He was like, baby, this guy's looking out for us.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, I got nervous about that because I got that email about the loan,
Bro, you made me nervous.
and then like a day later, it just was like,
What email?
So he messages me and he's like, bro, I'm pretty sure that that's a loan.
mhm.
Like, I'm pretty sure you got to pay that back. And I'm like, no, like my sister said she checked it out. I didn't check it out. I trusted her word.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I go and I look at the email he sends me and it's talking about a loan. I'm like, fuck. So,
But I
I
never hit
go-
accept on any of that.
but it turns out that it's, you get $1,000 grant. And then what they do is they will check your credit and then offer you a certain amount of a $10,000 loan if you're eligible,
Oh.
but you don't have to take it.
I
So
gotcha.
we got a free free 1,000, and then
Because I went on the website today to see, because I have my confirmation number, and I was gonna see if I could like track
Track
the
it.
status.
yeah,
And then I saw the stuff about the $10,000 loan and like the what you could apply for.
Yeah.
I think they'll reach
'Cause
out to
I
you and tell you if
submitted-
you don't get it.
Okay.
I submitted what Jesse sent, and then it was like a day or two later, I got an email that said you've been approved, and it was the same amount. It was 1,000. So I'm like, well, fuck, this is a loan, and it said accept your terms, 30 years. You pay $5 a month for it, you know. And I never,
Yeah.
I was like, well, screw that, I don't need a loan.
Yeah.
But then like 2 days later, the 1,000 just went
Oh.
in.
See, I never got an email like that. Did you get an email like that?
I never got an email.
Maybe it's just based on the business type, because like Jesse
Mm.
did. I think it's
I
probably
did
mine was
freelance. I did
under-
freelancer.
I did freelancer under communications.
it depends. It probably depends on like how much you put in, you made last year, what type of business type you selected, and everything. So I did it for graphic. I did for Rock Everywhere for graphic design stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that has something to do with it.
I
but
figure mine's delayed because of the holiday.
Yeah.
Mine took the weekend because of that same thing. So
Hmm.
because Angel's
Yeah.
got hers in 2 days, I believe.
I did mine Wednesday night of last week.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you guys are listening though, if you go to covid19relief.cba.gov, that is the disaster loan assistance. You can apply for the grant if you are a small business owner or a freelance worker. So if you do a couple little jobs on the side, go ahead and apply. Get a free $1,000,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
even,
then make sure that you subscribe and share this podcast.
even
That
if
helps
you
out.
Help your friends out.
DoorDash,
Yeah, man.
Uber
There's a
Eats,
lot of selections on
anything,
there. Small
don't-
business.
what about you, Ryan? What'd you do? It was your birthday.
I went to the family's lake house. I was on vacation all last week.
Yeah.
So played a lot of Call of Duty, worked on the deck a little bit. It was hot as fuck all
Bro, it was-
last week, man.
It's really hot.
I thought I'm on vacation. I'm gonna finish this deck, no doubt. It was so
You'd
hot.
kill yourself. over
I
that.
worked on it at like 7:00 at night each night for like an hour or two when it was like somewhat cool down. Then we went to my family's lake house. They do like a big fireworks show there, and went out to Portage Lakes yesterday for my birthday. So that's why the show's a little delayed for you folks, because 4th of July, my birthday, I was like, I'm not recording last night on Sunday and Saturday when we normally do. So
Well, it won't be delayed if you haul ass tonight.
it might come out on Tuesday, but like it doesn't have to come out Tuesday morning. It just come out Tuesday. at
Tuesday.
some
All right,
point.
that's the rule.
So
Yeah.
it could come out
Podcast Tuesdays, not podcast
Yeah.
Tuesday
Tuesdays at 10
mornings.
a.m.
Tuesday mornings. So I can still probably get it out on Tuesday. So you might be listening to this on Podcast Tuesday. Other than that, no. Hopefully get the deck done this week, maybe. I don't know. I want to get some hangouts on there. So, but overall, it was a good week. Vacation was nice. I fucked up though. I should have taken vacation this week instead of the week leading up to the 4th,
Why?
because then it just would have like the 4th weekend would have been extended, because with the 4th falling on a Saturday,
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't get like a long
Oh.
weekend or anything.
that's true.
So it would have been way more dope if I would have taken off. I would have had the 4th, my birthday, and then this week it's a vacation week.
Yeah, man.
I screwed that one up.
Well, next week
teachers don't make that mistake.
Next week the 4th's gonna be on a Sunday then, right?
Next year it's on a Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the week
after.
Sunday. I'm gonna do the week after. Yeah. Then I'll have off that Saturday, the 4th. My birthday will be Monday. I'll take that week off.
Nice.
Anyhow, speaking of COVID and COVID loans, let's get social and talk about somebody loaning money. I'm on the wrong page.
It is July 20th, 1969, and man is about to land on the moon.
Freedom itself was attacked this morning by a faceless coward, and freedom will be defended.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
That's the way the news goes.
Annie Elizabeth. She said, put the whiskey over ice cream. I just said that. We should have did it with the ice cream cake.
Is she watching?
She commented on the picture I put up.
Oh.
So COVID loans. I think I had this in Hollywood Report, but we'll talk about it. Let's get social. Yee 2020. Our boy.
Did you say Yee?
Yeah, isn't that his name?
Yay.
Bro, you are uncultured swine.
Kanye.
Yee. Kanye.
Kanye. Hey, so he's running for president. But before we get to that, I want to talk about homeboy getting like $5 million in COVID loans.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Not a good look, Kanye.
And you're trying to be president? He's going to fit right in?
He will fit right in.
This is dumbass. Is he going to pay it back?
I mean, yeah, that's what a loan is.
No, but I mean, like, a lot of places gave the money back so they could reallocate it.
Oh, you mean like will he give it back immediately without using it, like the Lakers? Probably not.
I just don't get that, bro. You got to tell me that man don't got money.
Oh, he's got money. Kim's got money.
You're going to take $5 million from people that actually need it? What a bum, bro. So he's going to be president. Who's going to vote for him? You guys going to vote for Kanye?
Absolutely not.
Jesse?
I'm not going to, but if he ran in 2024,
Yeah, I might.
maybe. It's a little late in the
Just
race
too late
now.
in the game
Right now, it just seems like a ploy to split the
I think
vote.
he's got a new album coming out or something.
No. I feel like those days are kind of over.
He's going to call it
Like his whole
he's going to call it Kanye 2020.
he already had a line that said 2020 we're going to run the whole election.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, he's saying he's run, but there's no, like, evidence of it yet. Like, he hasn't. I think you have to, like, submit stuff. So,
I don't know how
You think
that
he'd
all
have
works.
Elon Musk as his vice president?
Oh, I'd vote for that.
well, Elon's backing him.
Yeah, he is.
I would vote that right now. Like dead serious.
Why though?
I trust Elon Musk with our country.
God, I can't even trust him to name a child right.
Nah, man, I don't care.
I think I would vote Elon Musk.
Elon
Sure.
would have us in a utopia. He'd be like, all right, everybody, electric cars,
Did you see
electric buses.
the shelters Kanye was building?
No.
The Ye shelters?
The
The Yeezy shelters?
The Yee shelters?
The Yee shelters?
No.
Yeah, he posted a picture on Twitter.
Where? Like, what?
No context. It just said Yeezy shelter.
Dude, man.
They're just like bunkers you can buy.
Can he get into the race?
Yeah.
Anybody can. Anybody can vote for
independent.
anything. Yeah, if enough people.
I want to see this dude at a debate.
Honestly,
Dude, he's going to be rapping his
me
stuff.
too. He would go on tangents.
He would go on tangents, and he would not be a good debater.
They'd
That's
be like,
where Elon needs
they'd be
to
like, time. He'd be like, no.
He runs over to Biden. I'm gonna let you finish.
Right.
But Obama had the best term of all time.
Bro, I don't know about that guy. That
Dude,
just seems wild to
If
me.
Kanye and Elon ran together,
Yeah.
we would live in Wakanda.
Bro, right?
Like literally,
You ain't lying.
we would live in Wakanda.
They both got money and all the crazy shit Elon does. Bro, Kanye would outfit the White House so dope.
Can Elon be a vice president?
I don't see why not.
Is he not a U.S. citizen?
I don't think so. I mean, he might
He
be,
has
but
dual citizenship.
he wasn't. I don't know the rules behind a vice president.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I feel like it'd be
either.
the same because if the president ever, he would have to become the president. So I
Right.
feel like it'd
Yeah.
have to
Oh,
be
it'd
the
have to be the same
same
thing for
rules.
sure. I don't know.
I don't know the rules. I don't know if you have to be born here or if you just have to be a citizen.
You have to be
I think
born.
you have to be
You have
born
to be
here.
born in the
you have to be
United
born here to
States.
be a president.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then, yeah, I don't think you could be then.
That's why Arnold Schwarzenegger can't even be a president.
That's true. Dang, yeah, because Elon would be dope.
Yeah.
Who else could he take as his vice president?
Kanye?
You're the president. Do what
Big
you
Sean?
want.
Big Sean.
Oh God, no.
I love Big
What-
Sean,
what about
man.
Lil
Do
Wayne?
you?
Yeah.
What
He's super smart,
What
man.
about
He
Weezy?
fell off for me.
Nah,
Lil
man.
Wayne.
Jay-Z
Not
for sure.
Jay-Z would you have us?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z for president and Kanye for vice president.
I'm
yeah,
down for
because
that.
Beyonce with First Lady, I get down with that.
Bro.
Yeah.
That'd be a good looking White House. And Kim in there? Bro, isn't that who he's married to?
Yeah.
Could you imagine the freaking...
Oof.
And they're already tight with the Obamas. They can get
Oh.
you know.
Jay-Z's a billionaire. Came from nothing.
Well, he sold drugs.
Okay. He didn't get $1 million loan from his daddy, though.
This is true. Bro, I don't know, man. Good for Kanye. We'll see if he actually does anything with it. I don't know.
He's not.
I think it's just one of those.
I'm excited to see his stuff at the Gap.
Me
Yeah, bro.
too.
That's kind of a weird
Well,
partnership.
That's where he originally worked and got fired
That's
from.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. You're going to say, like, evolve him to do a collab with the Gap.
It's a
is some
very
kind of
Kanye thing to do, though, to just be like, I
Oh.
don't care who about the Gap,
Right.
but I'm going to do it anyway.
I wonder what those clothes are going to look
Be
like.
dope,
They look
man.
dope.
I bought some Gap stock.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you got in at the right time. I think it'll be dope.
I should do that. It's a good idea.
Better get in now. It's probably already jumping.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Fuck.
Yeah, once he signs
I
that
did it the
deal.
day he announced it. Damn it.
Yeah, bro.
Should have told me, bro.
I know.
We gotta follow them.
I got Nike
trends.
stock. Made a good amount on that.
Lowe's and Home Depot skyrocketed when all COVID happened
I
too.
know.
Man. They are up like 150.
I was trying to find a plexiglass.
Now's the time to start selling that.
plexiglass, bro.
I
Right?
couldn't find a company that just did that. That was publicly traded.
Purell, any of those,
Yeah, like a Gojo type of thing.
bro. Probably making bank right now. Speaking of presidential stuff, what's going on with this electoral college stuff?
Yeah, so the Supreme Court ruled that, dude, this is important, you fuck.
Okay, Schoolhouse Rock. Lay it on us.
I'm just a bill. No, fuckers. Now the listeners don't care, and they're just going to be like, well, my vote doesn't matter, and then we get Trump again.
They don't.
No. What's going on?
So the Supreme Court ruled that the Electoral College basically has to represent the majority vote of the people. So like before, if we all voted against Trump, we all voted for Biden, if the Electoral College wanted to, they could be like, yeah, well, we think it's in your best interest that we vote Trump, and they could just give him those votes anyway.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Because that's how Trump lost by popular vote, but he ended up winning, right?
No, you can win the Electoral College without the popular vote, but it wasn't because anybody did that. But that did screw Bernie last time against Hillary.
Wait. Hold on.
Exactly.
So you're telling me that we could vote for Trump,
Yes.
and electoral colleges say, we don't like him.
Yes.
You think you should vote for Bernie instead?
Well, not now, but yes.
What?
Bernie won votes in, I think, like 3 or 4 states, and they gave them to Hillary because they thought she had the better chance.
So and they've overrode this,
And they overrode it,
Now-
even though he won those states.
but now they can't do that anymore.
Now they cannot do that anymore.
Okay, that's
So you still have the Electoral College, but it's now to the point where popular vote is becoming more, like a lot of people are calling for popular vote.
Right.
One man, one vote, which
that's how it should
makes
be. Isn't that the
sense.
point of voting?
you would think. But people don't realize when they first put that all into play, it was because like all the people lived in like Philadelphia and New
Right.
York, and they were like, well, we don't want their interests to be the only ones,
Only ones
that
that
matter.
matter. That makes sense.
But that was whenever you had like completely different economies in the South with slavery and all
Right.
that other stuff. Like now that's not the case.
Everything's copacetic.
And so people are like, well, we can't have LA and New York, all those liberals voting for us and all this other stuff. But it's like, dude,
There's enough for
There's-
the rest of the country.
there's 40 million people in California. You're going to tell me that all of those are fucking liberals?
right.
Like you got, I think they said that Hillary won California by 5 million votes the
Mhm.
last election.
Yeah.
So that means that there were 17.5 million Republican votes that basically didn't mean anything
Right.
because of the Electoral College.
Yeah.
So even if you're a conservative, it doesn't make much sense to not have one man,
The
one
whole
vote.
thing is just weird. I think that they definitely need to do something with the way that the voting works.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't make sense.
You should
for
be
it
able to vote from your fucking phone. I can file my taxes from my phone.
Right.
If that can be protected, you can protect my vote.
Right. You can do everything.
And just- yeah.
Everything's done electronically.
They just
now.
don't want that shit. Voting is something
It would
that
make it too
people-
easy for people.
and people don't want people to vote. That's why only like 30% of people vote.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Oh boy. So electoral college is getting a
Yeah, one step closer though.
getting a ringer. What else were we gonna talk about in COVID? Oh, what's his name's wife? She dead yet?
Girlfriend,
Girlfriend, yeah. Jillian Maxwell.
bro. She ain't dead yet, but
She's got COVID.
yeah. So they arrested her
Fuck out of
in New
here.
Hampshire. Did you see where they arrested her at?
No.
Big ass fucking mansion, like log cabin.
Yeah.
The FBI almost fucked it up. They went out there to raid, like they were getting ready to raid her house and go get her.
Yeah.
And the fucking neighbor, you can just tell that this was like a Ken and Karen situation, comes out and goes right up to the FBI guy and complains because there's a plane circling around and he can hear it.
Oh my God.
And so they're like, yeah, man, just get the fuck out of here. Like they just shoo him away.
Yeah.
And he calls the police on the FBI and had them come because he was like, there's planes out here and blah, 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 blah. So they almost like botched it.
Dude.
So they ended up getting her though. And then of course everybody like immediately goes, okay, like I gave it 5 days. I said 5 days before she kills herself. I think we're on day 3.
Yeah.
And it was like day 2. They said that she had COVID and that it was progressing to a bad
COVID.
state. No, she doesn't.
So whack, bro. If she dies in jail,
Did you see the picture?
just burn this.
You see
fucking
all the
place to the
pictures
ground.
of her with famous people?
Oh yeah,
It's nuts.
Tons of them.
all the stuff with her and famous people, and like even him, and like
Well, that's the thing is it's like
all
if
the
she
people that
does
hang out,
die,
used to hang out with him.
it just furthers that divide.
Absolutely,
Because all the conservatives will be like, well, it was the Clintons that did it. And all of the liberals are going to be like, well, the Trumps didn't want it to get out. But maybe they're just both shitty fucking child molesters. And
right. I want to know more about that Justin Bieber thing.
I know, man. It's
Like
crazy.
out in all of them. So wait, Epstein was what? Almost over a year ago now. About
Epstein was 2 or 3 years.
Has
I
it
think
been that
now.
long?
It's been a while.
I haven't lost track.
so.
I just know he didn't kill himself.
He didn't fucking kill himself.
Why is she so far behind? What took so
I
long?
don't
for
think they
them
could find her.
They couldn't find her anywhere.
Oh, is that really what
They
it
The
had
was?
last
no
time
idea
she
where
was
she
seen
was.
was at like a cheesecake factory or
It
something.
was right before he got raided.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then as soon as
She-
they got him, nobody could find
She
her.
never
she was
made
gone.
a public
She's just
appearance.
hiding
Used
out?
no credit cards, nothing.
So how'd they finally get her?
I don't know. That story hasn't come out yet, as far as I've seen. Like they don't know.
Oh, see, I wasn't in the loop on that. I just thought that like maybe they didn't have anything on her and they weren't going to arrest her.
I heard she's being super like cooperative though. Like she's like,
Yeah, that's why she's got COVID.
yeah.
They're not going to let her testify.
You don't think?
No.
If she legitimately has dirt, let's say that it's all true and it really is, Bill Clinton, Trump, all these, whoever else was on that manifest, the Kevin Spaceys, the Will Smith, all these people, like,
Bro,
you
it's
really think that
huge.
those people, like I could see, like Will Smith's not going to be able to do anything about it. Kevin Spacey's not going to be able to do anything about it, but fucking
Kevin
Trump
Spacey
and
was a
Clinton,
journalist, wasn't he?
they're not going to let that get out.
What the hell's gonna happen to our world, bro?
That's what I'm saying, man.
We're gonna have no celebrities left, no sports.
Bro, we're in a
This is
point right now
weird.
where revolution is coming, man. That article I told you about that I read, there's like a Blacks Against Trump organization that they're like globally calling for turning over the United States,
Yeah.
like a tear us down.
And do
Reform-
what?
This revolutionary war.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. They want reform. It's going to be a civil war.
The Constitution clearly states that if the government is not representing your best interests, to tear it down and rebuild it in your interests.
Yeah, but then what does that even mean? How do you do that?
You start over with your Constitution.
I think
you fucking
Who does that though?
Right.
same people that did it 1776.
So we call Ben Franklin
you raid the fucking White House
and
and
John
then you go.
Hancock.
Those
Yeah,
guys
but-
were nobodies.
But in all reality, to Nick's point,
Ben
like, okay,
Franklin
if
was a
we,
no, they were nobodies.
I mean, they were, but the world was way
they
different.
were
back
not
then.
like, but they were nowhere near the level of celebrity that we have today. Like we talk about these guys, they were fucking lawyers, they were scientists, but they weren't Elon Musk changing the world. Ben Franklin was flying a fucking kite and with a fucking key on
Yeah,
it.
but he was
Like,
changing the world at his
but
time.
they didn't know that. They were
But-
probably like, look at old Ben, dumbass Ben with his kite. Like,
But here's the deal: you're going to organize a group big enough right now to take it down the White House
No
and
chance.
really throw a revolution in. There's no way.
no, you would have to have a civil war first.
Yeah,
That's why I got my gun.
you and me both.
As soon as I saw Trump tear gas and fucking peaceful protesters, I said, that looks like a dictator. I'm probably going to go buy an AR-15 again.
Yeah, man.
People said that if he doesn't get elected again, he's not going to leave. He's going to be.
I don't think
he's
so
gonna need
either.
to be forcibly
Taken out of the White House.
removed.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Like
You really
that
think
report,
so?
that report
Yeah.
came out that he was like planning on quitting if the polls didn't go. That's
Uh-huh.
bullshit.
Did you see him walk out of the Fox News interview today?
No.
They said that he was trailing Biden and he fucking rage quit the interview.
Did he seriously?
Yeah, he like took his
Fox said that?
Yeah,
Good for them.
He's got such an ego, man.
bro, he's the worst.
He's not. But I don't see him losing.
I don't either.
Oh, I do.
No way, man.
This time, it's been a lot of bullshit
yeah,
for
but
4
there's
years.
so many people behind him,
But those people were there before.
And he won.
and he.
I know,
He's
but
the president.
he's had time to piss off a lot of
Dumbass.
people, though.
No, I agree.
You're telling me he didn't piss off any of his voters? Like,
no, I agree.
Well, I agree, but I think he also emblazoned a lot of other people.
Yeah, but those people were already there with their fucking pitchforks ready to go.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, Hillary and him were pretty close, right?
I mean, people thought that he was going to win that, or that she was going to win it pretty handedly, but I don't know how much of that was polling information at the time or how much of it was just like, come on, are we serious? Like, of course she's going to win. Like, I don't know how far people looked into it. Like,
I just don't think people
are,
thought that Donald Trump was going to be president.
there are eyes on everything at this point.
She at least had political background.
Right.
We thought she's going to win, no brainer.
Right. And then you also have a lot of people like me who last time I was like, well, I'm not voting for either of them. They both fucking suck.
Right.
I'm voting for whoever's facing him. I'm voting for Biden because he's facing Trump. And there's a lot of people like me who voted third party that are going, oh, fuck that. I'm going against him.
That is only 4 months away.
That's the thing that worries me.
Crazy, bro. And we had nothing going
how
on.
do we vote with COVID and everything else? My thing is I don't think that it's that he'll lose and not give up or not leave. I think that it's going to be stifle voting as long as you can. Well, we have to put it off in the name of health.
That's what he's doing anyway. That's what he's doing right now, I feel like.
Because he's been setting himself up like, well, if we do mail-in voting, it's going to be the most fraudulent thing. So one, he's setting himself up for people to be going, this wasn't real.
Right.
He really did win. And that's where you start that whole movement of anger and civil war and all this other stuff. The deep state did this. But then on top of that, he's just going to push that shit.
Yeah.
Or he'll do what they did in, where was that out? South Carolina or something, where they had like 300,000 people polling at one place. I don't think it was South Carolina.
Can they delay it? Can he delay it though? Can he technically delay the election?
No, but there's a lot of shit that he technically can't do that he's done.
That's wild, bro.
I mean, the Supreme Court's blocked him on multiple things where he just said, I'm signing an executive order. I'm just going to do it. And they said, no, you're not. And then he gets all pissed off and he talks about how they're fucking liberals and they're terrible and the media is bullshit.
Yeah.
Even when they don't say anything about him, he's just come out and like, that's just part of his speech now is, well, you can't trust the media and this and that. I saw a guy on fucking Facebook who literally said, he commented to me on something and was like, oh, you're one of those people that probably believes everything you hear on the news. You know, they could just tell you whatever you want to hear, right? And you would just believe it. And so I look at his Facebook and he was a furniture engineer at our house. And I said, well, please enlighten me on where you get your information, Mr. Furniture Engineer, because I'd love to know. Enlighten me. And
he's such a dick.
He didn't respond. Must be tucked under a mattress like his fucking savings. Gold bars.
Jesus.
I don't give a shit. Fuck them.
It's going to be weird, man. Like, I don't know. I don't understand how you make it work with the polling either. Like, with as bad as stuff's relaunching. Dude, Florida had 10,000 cases in one day.
That's insane.
There are over 400,000 in Florida.
You almost went there.
Yeah, bro. We went there.
Well, we started it all.
Bro, we were there right when it started.
We shouldn't have been licking all those doorknobs while we were down there.
We're touching those baseballs and the NBA thing.
Sticking people's stickers on their cars. They're just going, they're like, what is this? Peeling it off, infected.
Yeah, bro. I'm glad I didn't go last week. 10,000 in a day is crazy.
Yeah, that is a lot. Even for Florida. Like, that's a populated area, but
people just don't give a shit, man. They're crowding bars. They're crowding just everything.
Yep. We didn't go, like, we went to the Lakehouse this weekend, and when we go to the Lakehouse, we go to take the boat to, like, put in Bay or Kelly's Island. We didn't go. I was like, I ain't fucking with that. Like, we took the boat out, and we just drove around the lake, and we just, like, hung out on the boat.
Yeah. I
was like, I ain't going to any of those places, man. Not right now.
When we were in Indiana, I was masked up the whole time.
Yep.
I don't wear it if I'm with like my 4th of July party. I didn't wear one, but it's like, that's my family that I'm around anyways. And I know where they're at. But like,
if you're around people you don't know,
right.
Like
when I go out, it's on.
Here's my thing. Because we haven't done like a COVID follow-up in a long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is the regulation in Ohio right now? Are
it's recommended.
Establishments are for customers, but are establishments, are they required?
Yes.
Because bro, I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
How many places I've gone?
Nothing.
They ain't wearing nothing.
Yeah.
They ain't social distancing.
Well, we went to an unnamed bar recently, and they even said, they were like, I hate this mask. Do you care if I take it off? And then they took it off.
When we were at the lake, we went to lunch somewhere on Saturday, and no masks. And we sat down, and my dad's like, "You guys must operate under your own rules and regulations outside of Ohio, right?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Not a single one of you is wearing a mask." She was like, "Yeah, we just try and make it seem as normal as possible. She's like, but I have one if you want me to put it on." And I just told my dad, I was like, "Stop being an asshole." I'm like, one, they're supposed to, yeah. But I'm like, you don't have a mask on, so leave the little fucking 20-year-old girl alone. She's gonna go cry in the back now. But I thought you were supposed to. Yeah. And then I was out this weekend here in this area. I'm not calling anybody out, but nothing.
The people that brought in my washer and dryer today both had masks on. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, they're coming into my house. I went and put my mask on for them. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess
I keep one with me. But...
Yeah, we went to Slay's down the valley this past weekend, and it was outside basically. Yeah. So we didn't wear one. Yeah. But we had one in our pocket just in case someone were to be like, "You should wear a mask." Okay, I'll wear one for you. That's fine.
Right.
And then I went to Rubber City Comics to pick up some stuff.
You finally got down there?
Yeah. There was no protest, so it was cool. Yeah, I went down there, and first time I went down there, they had masks on, and they had like plexiglass and stuff. And then the second time I went down Sunday, no mask, nothing.
Yeah. What's the comic book place on State Road?
JC Comics?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I took my nephew there, and you can't go in without a mask.
Yeah, he's been really strict about it there.
It's supposed to be getting passed in Akron, supposedly. Cleveland did it. Columbus did it. Cincinnati did it.
And they're talking about a nationwide mandate.
At Akron, they were already talking about passing it here on our own, that if you're outside of your house,
you know what's crazy to me?
Hard to wear a mask.
Is that the masks have become like a political thing. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
It is.
Why would it become that?
Mm-hmm.
Because everything fucking is at this point.
It's exhausting, dude.
Well, because Trump and them spent so much fucking time saying that it wasn't real.
Divide amongst people.
Well, they're worried about the economy, so they want to downplay the virus, and then the scientists are trying to, talk about the reality of the situation. People keep saying that it's the fucking flu. We've got 130,000 people dead within a span of 3.5 months. The flu has never done that.
Right.
The flu has never done that. And it's I saw this lady the other day that was she was like, well, I just hope that herd immunity is the new conservative thing. We all want to get to herd immunity, so we have to all catch it. She was like, I hope we all catch it so that we can get to herd immunity, because why should we do this why should we stop living our lives when 99% of the people survive? And she goes, I wish we all get it. I go, so basically you wish that 3.27 million people die. And she's like, that's not what I said. I go, no, it is. Let me spell it out for you. I go, there's 327 million people in America. You said you hope we all get it. That's 100%. 1% of them won't survive. 3.27 million. And people don't realize 99%, that's still a lot of people dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that could be your mom.
It could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
You put 3.2 million people out. I mean, that's...
Well, and the people that are posting all that, they're all 60 and older, just uneducated.
1 in 100 people you know. One in the 100 people that we know would die from it.
Yep. Check your Facebook.
I got almost 5,000 friends on there.
Yep. 50 of them gone.
Or dead.
I have 200, all people that I talk to regularly, 2 of them dead. Mm-hmm. I guess it's worth it, so I can go to the bar.
When you do look at the numbers, though.
I know, dude.
Well, I can't say anything because I've gone out a couple times, but I do keep a mask on me.
Yeah, but you're not going to fucking...
I'll wear it if I,
You're not saying, I hope we open up everything so that I can do that.
Hell no. You're not out there, actively saying the masks are a political agenda.
Oh, hell no.
It's different.
I keep it on me, and, to your point, if there's people around... that I'll put a mask on, whatever. I don't wear it all the time, but I keep it with me at all times. If it's necessary, if the place wants me to wear it, I will.
Keep that motherfucking thing.
But the thing that's crazy, I saw a chart the other day, was the rise, and it was the U.S. and then Italy and Japan, and how theirs all went up and down, and it's flat, and ours just is
Yep.
I'm we're so ignorant.
Well, and then Trump's
we're
out
so
here
spoiled and fucking ignorant here.
Well, Trump's going, it's because we're doing testing. We're testing more than anybody, so of course our numbers are higher.
Hey, speaking about testing, one of my friends went and got tested.
Yeah.
Now they make you do it yourself.
Oh God,
I couldn't do it. Sticking that thing in my nose myself.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
They did it at the CVS. You schedule your appointment. You go to the drive-thru, And
Is it free? I heard it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give you a kit and then they walk you through doing it. But you got to put that thing in your nose yourself. And
How
then
far you got to go in?
She said you got to go like that far, like into your. And then they have like a little test tube thing you put it in.
Your brain.
And then you put it in a bag. And then you put it in like the hazard waste.
Is that just to
thing?
protect them?
All that?
Is that to like protect the pharmacist?
Like them not doing it?
Yeah.
I think it's probably so they can administer more people. Because they don't have to change their gloves and masks every time.
I kind of want to go and get tested.
CVS Minute Clinic you go on there.
You just go whenever.
No, you go on their app and you make like an appointment.
I'm just curious if I already had it. That's what I want to know.
Well, that test will tell you if you have it. It's not an antibody.
Oh, okay. So I only know if I have it.
The COVID test is if you have it currently.
I gotcha.
You can do the antibody test. That's where you can find out if you had it previously.
I gotcha.
But yeah, she said that she had to freaking stick that thing in there herself, man. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
There ain't no way.
That's too far.
What are you doing, Bubba? Yeah, freaking, it's wild right now. And it's just, I mean, they did say there was going to be a second spike, but I don't think it's supposed to happen this early.
No, the heat was supposed to kill it.
This isn't even the spike. This is just us
a continuation.
Being dumb.
Yeah, this is a continuation of
what's up, bud?
What we already had.
Like I remember back in March and like April, we were talking about how like hopefully by July
we'll be done.
The curve will be flattened, whatever.
Right.
We have a new curve now.
Yep.
It's just, I don't know, man.
No, yeah, we freaking March was when it all started to take place, and then they talked about how the heat was going to kill it. We've got higher numbers than we've ever had. We're having bigger spikes than we had when it was cold.
Yeah.
And they're saying it gets worse in the wintertime. So now you're going to be sending people back to schools.
Yeah.
You're going to be...
Which I don't know how that's going to work, bro.
Akron Public is doing everything from home for high school.
Really?
So DeWine came out. He didn't mandate anything, but he gave recommendations. So the recommendations were to basically wipe down and clean the room after every class, maintain 6 feet of social distancing, have everybody wear a mask, frequently washing hands, and social distance like in the hallways. I looked at that and said, okay, I have small classes. So compared to an average school, because I'm alternative, I have anywhere between usually 10 to 15 kids in a class. So my class alone, I have the biggest classroom out of everybody in my entire, program.
Yeah.
I could not maintain 6 foot distance with desks.
What's going on? What I miss?
We're talking about
The school distancing and stuff.
Oh, bro, like everyone's gonna be from home.
Well, I got 10 kids. There's no way that even with 10 kids in my class on a low day, I couldn't spread them out 6 feet apart in my room.
All right,
most schools have 30 kids.
Did you get the same thing as Akron, where they're going to be from home?
Not yet. We don't have a fucking superintendent right now.
Oh.
Which it's the worst time to be transitioning to a new superintendent.
That should be you, bro.
That should be me. Sign me up. I'll do it. Those guys make like 120 G's.
Did you see that thing about Akron though?
No.
So kindergarten through, it's like K through 2 will go, and then 3rd grade through 8th grade will go to school like 2 days a week, and then homeschool online 3 days a week.
Which doesn't make sense.
And high school is completely online, only going for special things like a lab or something, and they go in small groups, and they like schedule a time frame for them to go.
How are parents supposed to do that?
Right, bro?
Well, so the parents you have to worry about, but then on top of that, you have to manage your class sizes if you're going to make that work. Like,
right.
And how are you going to keep a bunch of elementary kids from engaging with each other? You can't do it. So then, on top of all of that, like, I'm supposed to keep a bunch of fucking horny teenagers off of each other in the hallways. Like, I'm supposed to have somebody wiping down the bathrooms every time they go and use them. Like, it's just not something that's feasible.
You got horny teenagers?
Horny teenagers, man.
What do they be doing in the hallways?
Bro. I've said where I work in the past, so I won't tell no stories.
Horny teenagers.
I'll tell you off the air.
You said where you work on here?
Yeah, like once or twice.
People don't listen to that.
Dude, I didn't know. Wait, I want to hear about the horny teenagers.
There's been some wild shit that's happened at my school.
All right, well, subscribe to our Patreon if you want to hear that.
Oh, yeah, we got a Patreon still. I gotta do something with that. I gotta change like our like tiers.
I got 2 patrons, bro.
Hey,
I'm pulling in $26 a month.
baller. Yeah, school's gonna be wild, man. I don't know what you do as a parent.
My one buddy goes to, I don't know
I think you
what
just off
college
your
he's
kids,
going
bro.
to.
Damn.
At that point, I'm like, I don't want y'all anymore.
Hey, they're the ones carrying the disease and shit.
The thoughts
Kids
and
are going
comments
out.
of Jesse Unk do not
Right.
reflect but made to motivate
Fuck them
podcast
kids.
in any way.
Damn. And the words
As
of
Jesse
Ryan
always-
Weiss.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fuck them
Always says.
kids. Where'd that even come from?
It was your catchphrase.
Bro, it's gonna be wild though. I don't
Grayson,
know.
you're a terrible fourth host. You're
What's
walking
up,
all over
Bubba?
the place. You're not even paying attention.
What's up?
When was the last time we had a host leave to go pee?
Right, man. Interrupting the flow. I missed part of the conversation. Now we got to repeat ourselves.
Interrupted me in the middle of mine.
Hey, Grayson.
You have to pee on your gun, bro.
So you pee on that gun,
Done.
and you're gonna get it used on you.
Dud.
Damn. I got one too,
I
bro.
don't care about these dogs.
Damn.
You're the animal lover. We've been over this.
Jeez, Jesse's brutal.
As Jesse says, fuck these dogs.
Lipstick away.
You got a trash compactor?
Wow.
Whoa. You know what time it
The
is.
thoughts and comments of Jesse.
Fucked it up. Gee, look how sad he is.
We're off the rails.
It's like Jesse taking the trash out of the Regal.
Awful.
The trash compactor. The raccoon.
That's what I was talking about.
I know. That's why I said it.
You're an asshole.
Anyway,
Got a freaking ASPCA or somebody after us.
Hey, that's who I work for.
Is that who you work for?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Don't ever
snitches
give
get
Jesse
stitches.
insurance.
Hmm?
Don't ever give Jesse insurance.
Oh, well, he won't buy it.
I
He's
don't have
cheap.
a pet. Something happens, I'll put it down.
Damn. It's expensive, bro.
No, it's not. Bullets are 20 cents a
Oh
piece.
my God.
You would-
Wait, where are you getting your bullets at?
Oh, yeah, that's true. You can get a 22 for 20 cents.
Would you ever shoot a dog?
If it was like sick or like old Yeller,
He'd shoot it if he was
Cujo?
barking at him wrong.
I would not.
Who you barking at? blah, blah, blah.
I'm not an animal person.
I missed Ryan's gun noises.
Blah, blah, blah.
No, he used to make
I'm the
them-
worst,
He used
bro.
to make them on the fashion truck when we would like mess around.
They're awful.
Bloop bloop bloop.
I can't
Let's
do
hear it.
I can't do sound effects. Y'all be
I
doing
know,
sound
it's
effects
so
all
funny
extra.
though.
Hold on, wait.
I can't.
What's your rifle sound like?
Brat, brat, brat.
What's your pistol sound like?
Oh, that's not.
Why is your pistol like that,
No,
bro?
I was making up one for my machine gun. Brat, brat, brat,
It
brat,
sounds
brat.
like a power drill,
Right,
like
bro.
a NASCAR pit
What's a gun
stop.
sound
Fucking
like?
rattlesnake.
That's what.
Don't tread on me.
I'm gonna pass out, bro.
What's a gun sound like to
You
you?
sound like a NASCAR pit crew.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't
he
do the-
can't roll his
I can't
R's.
do the rolling R. You do it. I can't. That's right. We would always do that, and I can't do the fucking R.
Yeah, he said. We were like at an event. I was like, and he was like, bro. I swear to God, I passed out for like 2 minutes.
I can't do it.
You're like a white girl that drank too much, bro.
Bro, how do you roll your R?
Holy shit.
I can't
Bro.
say it.
Could you imagine on fucking Warzone just like
They should have a Ryan expansion pack.
Dude.
And every time you shoot your gun, that's what you hear.
the dude dies? Fuck!
Sound like a dead sheep. Fuck, man. That shit's funny as fuck.
What the fuck were we even talking about?
Killing dogs, asshole.
Before that.
Kids.
Oh,
Horny
yeah.
kids in the
We were
hallways.
talking about killing kids.
What? No.
He was.
The thoughts and comments
Nick
of Jesse
said to
Unk do
put
not
your kids
reflect but
down.
may
Can't
motivate
say that.
podcast in any way.
Damn. We're about to get shut down.
Dude. Whatever.
Holy shit, man.
If the district ever finds out about this podcast, I might be fired. Who knows?
We got 15
No,
minutes.
you're good.
I know, because they know nobody wants my job.
Holy shit, man. Whew. Well, should we get to Hollywood Report?
Sure.
I think we've exhausted all of our locker room talk
Sure.
or whatever we were talking about. Can't do it.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
Two Steve assemble!
We need to take like our favorite action movie and just dub Ryan over every gunshot.
Like Rambo or something.
John Wick.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine
Rambo would
Rambo?
be terrible. Pulls out the shotgun. Blam!
Kablooey!
I'm gonna do that when we do a Twitch next. I'm just gonna voice over. I'm gonna voice over all of it.
It would be so funny. We gotta do it tonight.
Holy shit!
Better hurry up with this then.
I know, right?
Yeah, we good. I thought I was gonna be real tired. That's why I was like, let's get it. I think I'd be totally down to start going on Mondays again. And just do it after Nick gets off.
Doesn't matter to me.
Chris-
I ain't working.
Chris is punching the air right now.
Oh yeah, dude. You can sacrifice one night. Be tired for one day. It's so hard on the weekends.
I know. It's like you said. It's
In
so nice to have your.
In the winters, I don't care because we don't do shit anyways.
In the winters, there's football though. So
Well, I know, but we did like Sundays or we did whatever. We did one of the nights on the.
we did Sunday nights.
Yeah,
That worked.
yeah, but like in the summers, it's like last year. You got to think we didn't start the show until the end of summer. September was like our first show.
That's true.
So we weren't like
Yeah.
trying to fuck around with doing it on weekends during the summer last year. So it's just like it's nice out, and now like stuff. I don't know, man. We're on the deck. I can do that, like hang out and do that, and not have to worry about the show on Saturday
I
night.
just want to get wasted on your deck.
You know what
We're gonna get wasted. Don't
what
worry.
we should do is you should get like that monitor, and we should all have our own monitors out there and play Warzone.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, can we do that?
LAN party.
LAN party. Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna run a cable up through the floor and connect my Xbox directly to that, so I don't have to do Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you
anymore.
gotta do that.
And I can get a splitter.
Yeah, I'd be down to. I'd even throw in for like a monitor.
Bro, we did that LAN party. Well, I've got that TV and one other one of those
Yeah,
because I'm gonna put that.
and
one
I would
up
just
here.
bring my console.
Yeah, you guys would
Yeah.
just have to bring your own consoles over. We should do that,
That'd
LAN
be,
parties are fun, bro.
that'd be super fun
dude.
because then we could just talk to each other almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could even run that fucking cable up the stairs out like if we wanted to play out on the deck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that'd be
LAN parties
so
are like
legit.
when you were like 8 years old playing GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the best.
That's why I've never done one, but I feel
Dude,
like
we
that
totally did.
out on the
no
deck,
headphones. I'll just be there like,
Dude. Yeah, we need to make that happen stat.
Yeah, bro.
and we can look at each other's screens.
Exactly.
I got to think. I don't know if those TVs are compatible.
What do you mean?
I don't know if I can hook a PlayStation up to one of those. I don't know what the cords are.
That thing's got an HDMI on it.
Some of them don't.
No?
We learned the hard way.
I don't know. We'll have to look. The one we did had.
How old's that TV?
It's new. It's a Best Buy.
Well, the one that we had never had a thing for like the Apple TV.
That's
remember?
right.
Got to get a
I don't know.
dongle.
We know.
Yeah.
I hate
No,
that
that'd
they're
be
called
dope, though.
dongles.
I'm totally down for that, man.
Anyway, about these movies.
So, well,
Oh, I watched
not necessarily just
Back to the
movies, but-
Future 2
Yeah.
for the first time.
What'd you think?
I like it more than I like the first one.
I fell
A
asleep.
lot of people like the second one better than the first one.
I think there was more stakes.
Mm-hmm. I like the second one a lot.
I didn't like the
It's when they
Biff
premiere
guy.
the freaking lace-ups.
Bro, when he brought out the tube case
So
and
dope.
stuff, I was like,
I love how, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie from 40 years ago, but I love when they just like throw Jennifer over on the dumpster and leave her there.
yeah.
Just like, I'm just going to lay
Oh,
her
yeah.
here in the alleyway, go about our business.
And then he was like peddling the water and the Air Mags. I'm like,
So-
oh my God.
dude, it's so dope though.
But like when his self gets like thrown over the counter and he just puts on like,
It
I
puts-
like
it- yeah.
stuff like that. I
Puts
thought
on
that
his
was
hat up
cool.
and acts like he's him.
What didn't you like about it?
I just don't like that Biff dude. I got annoyed really early.
His character sucks, bro.
He's so over the top.
Mhm.
Like in the first one, I could believe him as just being like a douchebag, but this one he's like,
Great. Wait till you see him in the third one. Have you watched the third one yet?
I got to finish the second one because I fell asleep.
Bro, disrespect.
Dude.
The third one, he's a cowboy. So obnoxious. He's got the big handlebar mustache. He's awful.
He may have been like one of the most hated villains I've ever hated in a movie.
No one is worse. He's bad, but no one is worse than the girl from Harry Potter.
Oh,
Umbridge.
No one is worse
I
than
agree.
Umbridge.
That's
Yeah,
true.
she's worse in the book too.
But I felt angry
her.
watching
Yeah, I hate
Biff, and then like
he's awful.
his mom, like the way, like that scene in the
mansion or whatever.
Did you get to that part yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's awful.
And the fact that whenever they said, spoiler alert, that Marty's dad died,
yeah,
I could tell that they just wrote him out of the script.
right.
And then I watched all the stuff about
how he didn't want to be in it.
Yeah, it's what's wild. I won't go into detail now because it takes a long time. But
yeah.
If you guys look up, I think his name's Crispin Glover.
Mm-hmm.
If you look up interviews with him about like why he didn't want to be in the movie and stuff like that, it's really interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know
that.
Yeah, it's a big long thing.
It's a big issue
about likeness and like stealing his personal intellect and stuff like that. So
because they like face over him.
Well, what they did, just to kind of briefly touch on it, is he didn't want to be in the second one for whatever his reasons. Whatever, he didn't sign a contract to be in.
Yeah.
So there's a scene in the second one where his character comes in and he's like upside down because he threw his back out or whatever, and he's like floating in there, and in the face,
it's on this like weird futuristic like
his face looks just like him and he sounds just like him. But it's an actor playing him, and what they did is they took a mold from his makeup and just made a prosthetic that looked like him and put it on the other actor.
Looks good though.
It looks just like him.
You would never.
You would never know.
Shit.
And he got really mad because people think that
Wasn't
that's him, and that was his acting, which he says is bad, and he just didn't know he was going to be in the movie. But they just used his likeness, and he's like, it'd be different if they just brought in a whole different actor and just didn't do anything to his face.
Right.
Like he could play that role. It happens all the time.
Yeah, and he's like, even if they just put like a prosthetic nose or they put like or something, or like they didn't show his whole
they
face.
actually used his face.
But they actually used his face.
I feel like that is illegal though.
Yeah, I mean he
back then maybe not.
There was a lawsuit, they like settled it, and then he had to file a cease and desist because the writer kept on saying that the only reason he was doing this because he wanted as much money as Michael J. Fox, and that wasn't. It's like a whole big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool movie.
I liked it a lot. Big fan of those movies. You watched the movie too?
I did. I watched American History X.
We won't let him tell his thoughts on it. I just wanted to let you know he finally watched it.
I just think it's interesting because I've tried to get you to watch that movie for a long time.
It wasn't like I don't think it was bad.
Yeah.
Like I would tell somebody that they should watch it.
You gave it a 6 out of 10.
But it's just like
that's just disrespectful.
It's like a step below average for like it was just the way that it's filmed, and I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's like the cameras they used or what, but it looked like a made-for-TV movie. And Edward Norton was incredible.
I don't get that from it though. I would think it was like a gritty, but I think that was supposed to be like.
It's just it seemed like it was made on like a handy cam.
Damn.
Like it almost looks like something that we could put together. Like you have nice cameras. They're better than the average person's cameras, but they're nowhere near a movie level camera. But like it looked clear enough like that, but like it was a little shaky at times, and it wasn't like shaky cam. Like I could just tell somebody was holding it.
I wonder what
like,
the budget was for that movie.
It only made like $6 million.
But I mean, I wonder what they spent on making it. Like if you think it looked low budget,
it's a relatively cheap movie just based off of what they got.
I mean, I liked it. You thought Edward Norton was the only good, like the kid. I liked his
they
brother.
Touched on, like the conversations that they had were good because it brings up things like you see it from both sides. You hear all the arguments about like, well, black people kill themselves and they're always fighting, and then you got they counterpoint with the well, it's poverty, and you get insight into things that you might not have thought of. So I liked it from that standpoint. But like as far as like the story went, I don't know. I mean, it just seemed rushed, and nobody could act other than Edward Norton.
I liked his brother. And it had
I don't even like that kid in Terminator 2.
And it had Remember the Titans guy, didn't it?
No,
he's not in that.
The big guy. Yeah, he's in it.
He lost a shit ton of weight.
Now
in that movie, he's not real heavy, is he?
Oh, he's big in that movie.
Yeah,
he didn't lose weight until just recently. He's smaller now.
Okay,
it's got
right. He is real big in it.
Bobby Boucher's girlfriend's in it too.
Yeah,
she's his girlfriend,
Vicky.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just like
she showed me her boobies,
and I liked them too.
I liked it, man. I haven't watched it in a long time. I own it, but
I didn't hate it. I just like everybody was like talking about how like I know it's Nick's favorite movie or one of them, and then like
it's an
you guys were saying
movie,
it's so great. It was definitely
hard to
like
watch.
there was stuff that was hard to watch in it, but it just seemed like it almost had like a production value of like Roots. Have you ever gone back and watched that? It was like a PBS movie, and it's hard to watch, and it's got good values, but it's not.
I get it. I don't know. I always just thought it was such a good movie. I need to watch it now, maybe.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've watched that.
And it might be different too, because like.
Well, didn't you watch just a DVD version of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like there was nothing in it that shocked me either. Like,
where'd you get the DVD?
I got it from Chris.
Oh, it's like he like bought it at Blockbuster, like value time or something.
Yeah, it was his movie. He let me borrow it.
I mean, it has an 83% around.
I know. And it's got a 96 for the audience.
But the 83 isn't as high as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be in the 90s.
Yeah.
83 is pretty good though. For
83 is good.
Movie, I feel like that's
but it
good.
also goes towards Jesse's like score.
I get it.
My thing is, it's just like
audience is
his
high,
transition was just too like he goes. Spoiler alert.
I know you feel it felt rushed, but like how long should they have made it?
No, it's just like but I just think that you have this guy who his dad puts this idea in his mind. You find out that your dad's a racist, and that is a huge thing because you idolize him.
Budget is $10 million.
And then your dad gets killed.
That's low.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really low. Then your dad gets killed by, I think he said he was like a crackhead or something like that. But some black guy that is from the ghetto area.
That got mugged or something.
He was putting out a fire and somebody shot him.
That's right.
So that leads you to being this fatherless, got to be the man of the house. You now hate black people because your dad said this, and then a black guy killed him, and whatever. That turns into you being the head skinhead.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't the guy in charge, but he was his right-hand man who started the whole entire revolution, brought in all the people, they were always people who were getting jumped by gangs, they said. And so they were like these white people that were afraid, and they band together and blah, blah, blah. And then he kills 2 guys that were jacking his car, which that scene was very hard to watch. So the curb stomping.
It's awful.
The audio.
Most awful scenes ever, bro.
Yeah. But then he goes to jail, and he's with these hard ass.
By the way, I hate her in that part of the movie. The Bobby Boucher's girlfriend. Get there. She's like screaming out the window.
Oh.
She just irks me.
Yeah.
I just don't like her.
She's not a great actress. But so then he goes to jail, and he's with like these hard ass neo-Nazi dudes. And he's ignoring this black dude that he's forced to work with. They're folding sheets. He won't talk to him. He won't talk to him. He won't talk to him. And then one day, the black dude tells a joke about makeup sex, and he's imitating, fucking his girlfriend, and he gets him to laugh. And then from that point forward, he's like, I really like these black people.
I get it, but it's like you find that one thing that you can relate to people with.
I guess, but it's just I
guess
I like the message of I like the message of you just have to be exposed to people that you don't know, and I like the sentiment in that, but like
he was forced to be around them.
I don't think that's the case for a hardcore neo-Nazi though. Like I could see if that was just for like an average person.
But I think also you got to think about the people that are like that. A lot of it's for show. It's a togetherness. It's to like have that brotherhood because he's scared.
Yeah,
he wants to be a part of something, and now he's forced to be surrounded by black people who he can't just go and shoot or kill when he's in jail. And it just, I don't know. I feel like it can open your eyes to that sort of thing. I get it was quick and it's kind of corny.
And that wasn't like a flaw for me.
No, I know.
But it was just a little rushed.
Yeah.
The flaw for me was his fucking gang.
Yeah.
Because literally 2 scenes before that, he's telling them like, hey man, like why the fuck is this dude dealing dope with, this Mexican guy? Like he shouldn't be doing that shit. Why is he fucking with them? And they're like, oh, it's just business. It's just politics. And they let it slide. And he's like, no, fuck that. And like, they're like, you got to quit with all this preaching shit.
Yeah.
Like he was too extreme for them. But then he goes and plays basketball and they rape him for it.
Yeah.
Do you want to know some American History X facts?
Sure.
Let's do it.
So the director, Tony Kaye, it's his debut film.
Okay.
So it's a directorial debut for him.
That's pretty good for your first
I would say
movie.
so too. He was mainly known for directing music videos in the 90s. So that might have something to do with the way it was shot.
There's some good shots in that. Like when they arrest him after he kills the black dudes and his eyes are all big and he's just like,
I love that he kneels down.
That's a great shot.
It's a great shot. It's also the screenwriter's debut.
Okay.
And then the director was unsatisfied with the final cut of the movie. So he tried to disown it. And then there's a thing in Hollywood where you can go by the name of Alan Smithee in the director credits.
Okay.
And it's used for directors who don't want to be associated with their movies.
Oh.
And it stopped in 2000, but from 1969 to 2000, directors could use that if they agreed to the DGA guidelines that they wouldn't publicly shame the movie.
Yeah.
And the DGA like declined his request because he was already shitting on
bashing
it.
it.
Yeah. But that's a pretty cool fact that that's a thing.
Yeah.
I wonder why he shit on it. Like, what did he say? Like, what didn't he like?
There's like
Did he
behind
say
the scenes
that it all came together too quick?
Joaquin Phoenix turned down the lead role because he said that it was too intense.
Yeah, it is, man. I'm glad. I like Ed Norton.
And then Norton was cast without the director's approval.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he wrote it with Joaquin in mind. But he let Norton keep the part because he simply couldn't find anyone better prior to the start of shooting.
He did that role, man. I felt like that kind of like
Norton was nominated for Best Actor for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Norton took a pay cut to appear in the movie. He received 1/5 of his usual $1 million per movie fee.
That's all he makes
at that time. I think so.
Wow.
Norton turned down a role in Saving Private Ryan
to be on that.
Mm-hmm. He would have played Ryan instead of Matt Damon.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I like Ed Norton. I like Matt Ryan in that role. I don't think I would have liked Ed Norton in that role.
Let me see.
He plays that grungy character like real well.
Mm-hmm.
And then this goes back to probably a knock on Edward Norton and what he's known for throughout Hollywood. He helped with the film's final cut.
Yeah.
So that's why nobody really likes to work with Edward Norton.
That's why he's not the Hulk.
Exactly. Outrage over Norton's cut. The director actually canceled the film's premiere because Norton kind of took over.
So the one that we watched was Edward Norton helped.
He helped finalize that cut. Yeah. And he ended up having a $200 million lawsuit. It says when it came time for the film's wide release, director filed a $200 million lawsuit to legally have his name changed to Humpty Dumpty in the credits as his way of protesting the unapproved cut. He also took out 40 full-page ads in tirade papers denouncing the movie.
Yeah, bro.
What'd you guys think about the ending?
God.
With the brother.
He didn't even see the movie until 2007.
Oh, the ending's fucked, bro. It's like a fucking uncut gems.
Bro, when that happened,
I didn't like that.
I
didn't like it either.
That ending's fucked.
But it just like jarred me really bad.
I don't think that it fits the message though.
It's the same ending as Uncut Gems, right? If I remember.
Yeah.
Correctly.
It's all about redemption.
It's been a long time.
And then
well,
yeah, bro.
I don't know.
I
don't know if that movie's about redemption.
He's getting redeemed. But then because it's all about him trying to save his brother from that happening. But then I'm like, okay, so you didn't save your brother from it happening. I get that it's your fault, but like for me, they like zoom in on spoiler alert, black kid kills his brother because he disrespected him earlier in the movie and blew smoke in his face, which, you know, whatever. I guess we kill people for that. But he kills him and then it zooms in on his face and you can kind of see like the fear in his eyes. And I was like, okay, so this is just like a continual cycle. Like some white guy's going to kill him and then he's going to kill them. And like, that's what I took it as. But I'm like, that's not the message of like, this hasn't been about like the cycle of racism and hatred and violence. It's about the redemption of this guy. Yeah. So why the fuck is this? It just felt shoehorned in. That was the other thing I really didn't like. That and the gang are the two things I really didn't like about it. The rest of it I thought was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I by no means.
I probably wouldn't watch it again, but
I don't think it's a masterpiece, but
I didn't hate it.
It continues to be in like my top 20.
It's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
I can watch it and it never gets old.
I understand.
There's enough grittiness to it and like the story. I don't know. I can always watch it and it's a hard watch though. I mean, it's dark.
Yeah.
I forgot about the ending.
And the more I watch it, the more I realize I don't know if I really like Edward Norton.
I like him in that movie a lot. A lot of people don't like him.
It really depends on the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked him in Fight Club.
He's great in Fight Club. I thought he was great in this.
I've never seen Fight Club.
What?
I haven't seen a lot of movies.
It's a great movie.
I thought you showed me Fight Club. Oh, bro.
I own it.
It's real good, bro.
Watch it tonight.
Nah, it's too late, bro.
It's not, though.
We're playing COD.
Fuck COD. Dude, Fight Club is a great... Do you know what happens at the end?
Nobody talks about it.
Fight Club's whack.
You don't know this... You don't know like anything about the end or anything, though?
No, because we're not supposed to talk about it.
You got to watch Fight Club more than once because it's a hard... It's a wacky movie,
dude,
bro.
Watch it and don't look anything up.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then we can talk about it. It's a wacky movie.
It's great.
First time I watched it, I didn't get the full message.
Is that the What's in the Fucking Box movie?
No, that's 7.
Oh, I haven't seen that either.
It's another really good
that's
movie, bro.
if you want to talk about a hard movie to watch.
7's fucking
Dude,
good.
7
bro.
makes fucking that curb stomping scene seem like an episode of Barney.
It's so good though.
It's rough.
So
Yeah, I'm just slowly going through movies I've never seen. So
7 is a incredible movie. I
What
have
else?
it if you want to borrow it.
I have it too. What other
We should watch that together.
on the deck?
Yes.
7's good, bro.
7's really good.
What other good movie? What other ones have we talked about that you guys haven't? You never watched the fucking Burbs. I know you haven't because
I've
you're
not
an
seen the
asshole.
Burbs. Because I'm an asshole. I didn't even know it existed until you told me about it.
Yeah, like 2 months ago. What's in that pile over there?
Stand By Me, American History
loved?
X, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
You never saw that?
No, I did. He did realize that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, man. Every young boy has seen that movie.
Stand By Me is so good. I know we talked about that though. Anyhow, Shia LaBeouf has got a new role in The Tax Collector. Now, let's talk about commitment to a role because Edward Norton's swastika's fake.
Right.
Do you think
he did bulk up and shave his head though?
Do you think he'd be committed enough to that role to get that tattooed on him for the role?
Fuck no.
You think he'd be committed enough to become an actual racist?
Maybe. Shia LaBeouf got his whole chest tattooed for this role.
What is the tattoo?
I don't know.
I think that's really stupid.
That's wild.
I do too.
You should.
I mean,
you should be able to mentally get yourself there. That's like a PR move.
But I think he's like that. Like I feel like Shia LaBeouf's just kind of out there.
He
and,
is a
like,
weird dude.
I like him a lot though.
Maybe he really connected with the role and he wanted to be a part of him forever.
Yeah.
Depends on what that tattoo is.
I'm trying to see.
I need to see that movie with
Peanut Butter Falcon?
no Pete Davidson.
What's the yeah.
Yeah.
Staten Island. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to see that too.
I just didn't want to pay for it.
Doesn't somebody have it?
Oh, it's a David Ayer film.
What?
What Shia LaBeouf is in.
The tax. Yeah, I want to know what the tattoo is though.
Shia LaBeouf tattooed
But I
his
don't know what
whole
it is, but I'm
chest.
just curious, like how committed that's commitment to a role.
It's one role though. Like
But
that's
he's also got a lot of tattoos too, so it's probably like something cool, and he's probably
still
like,
though.
I'll
Like
get that.
what are you going to?
It's a creeper tattoo. What's a creeper?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
What is that?
I think it literally just says creeper.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to you.
And he did that.
I'm pretty sure it's like over his like arched over his
arched
stomach,
on the stomach.
and it says creeper. Yeah,
it's right there.
You have a picture?
yeah,
Let me see.
I did see that.
Those are all real tattoos.
Well, he's an idiot.
Well, that's not his chest.
I know the chest was weird. That's what the article said though. Was his chest, but it's not. It's his abdomen.
He already has a ton of other tattoos on his chest.
That's what I said. Like he's already got a ton, so it's not like a big deal.
What a clickbait article.
Right?
So he doesn't actually have a bunch of tattoos.
He does.
No, but like he already had them. It'd be like
Oh,
if you
like
got in a movie and they were like Ryan Weiss tattooed his entire arms for the movie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that article. Move on to the next one. I hate shit like that.
Shia LaBeouf.
That'd be like Nick gained 10 pounds for this article for this movie.
Jeez. Did we think?
Damn.
Jeez.
I hate that.
Well, the other one I had is kind of a Hollywood Report and Made to Motivate mashup. So let's switch over to Made to Motivate. Do we have anything else for Hollywood Report?
I watched Hamilton. It was good.
What is Hamilton?
It's
So everybody posted about watching that.
It's a Broadway musical.
Did they like re-release it?
They just
It's just
released
released
it
it.
on Disney Plus for people to see,
The only time you could ever see it was live.
and it was expensive.
Oh,
as
so it's
hell.
just like a video version of the actual
It's
Broadway
a recording
show.
of the
of the
cast.
original
It's good?
cast. It was
You
really
watch
good.
it?
I haven't seen it yet.
No?
Yeah,
Jen isn't into musicals, so I'd have to find a time to like watch it by myself.
it was really really good.
What is it about?
It's just about Alexander Hamilton's life and like how they started America.
But if they were black and rapped,
Oh, really?
yeah, so like the dude.
Oh, so it's like a hip hop musical?
So this is
Mhm.
something I didn't
Oh, that's
know
cool.
though, like because I thought that it was. I had heard all these things when it came out that like Alexander Hamilton owned slaves, and so this was like a protest,
Yeah.
and that's why they did it with black people and stuff.
Isn't he on one of the bills?
20.
No,
Isn't Hamilton on the 20?
He's
No,
on.
that's-
He's on a bill.
maybe it's 20 then.
Yeah, he's
I thought that was Jackson. Or Jefferson. I don't know. I don't know who's on my
Benjamin
money.
is the 100. All about the Benjis.
Yeah, Washington's
Washington's
on the one.
Hamilton's on a bill.
Andrew Jackson's on the 2.
It says Harry
Lincoln's on the
Tubman might be
5.
on the 20. Andrew Jackson, 20.
Yeah, he's Alexander Hamilton. He's not on anything.
Oh.
So But like, so it's all about his life. I guess
Talk
he
to
was
me.
like under, like he's not really well known.
Okay.
And then he did a ton of shit though that people don't realize.
What's his name?
Alexander Hamilton.
He's on the $10 bill, asshole.
10.
Nobody uses tens. That's why.
Jeez.
But anyway,
I knew he was on something with his big old fucking curly fro hair.
the dude said that he. The dude
He's
said
got those
that
like
he
fucking
chose.
like wood roller things on the side.
Anyway,
Okay, let's just stop.
the dude said that he used black actors just so that people who are minorities felt like they could connect with our history better. Because like you think about a bunch of old white dudes, so it was a better way for them to learn and like whatever.
I'll be honest.
Doesn't seem like
That
good
dude is
luck
a
to me.
genius at writing music.
Dude, his stuff is great.
It's,
Who?
And the music is all over.
it's the
not
same guy
just
that wrote
rap.
Moana.
Oh, really?
Moana's good.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I didn't know he did Moana.
Mhm.
Dude, his
How-
music
wait,
is not
how-
just
isn't
rap.
Hamilton like an old thing?
No.
That's a new.
It's brand new. It's like
Couple years.
2015.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking
It was a
Hamilton was
new-
like a like
No, it's a
old
new
ass
musical.
like 1920s.
No,
Oh,
it's really
okay.
good.
I was thinking like Romeo and Juliet type time.
I honestly
frame.
feel like if you watched it, because I've seen like clips of it and stuff and know
Yeah.
like how it sounds, I feel like you'd really
I
enjoy
probably
it.
would like it.
It's dope.
I like newer stuff. I'm not into like old,
Yeah, it's a hip hop
but
musical.
like that I'd probably be into.
So the one thing that was dope was he goes into it with Thomas Jefferson. They were rivals in real life.
Mhm.
I guess they were arguing at some Congress meeting or something like
Yeah.
that. And that's what inspired him to do it, because when he read it, he was like, this kind of seems like a rap battle. They're just destroying each other.
Bro,
And every time they do that in the musical, they come out and do it as a rap battle. George Washington comes out
Look.
with a mic and literally gives it to him, and they just fucking destroy each other.
they
and it's
need
awesome.
based on what you're saying. This is like story wise and stuff. They need to do it like Romeo and Juliet, where they turn that into a movie.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that would be dope.
I think it is being turned into a movie.
Is it?
If I remember right.
What, Hamilton?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I believe that they're making it into a movie.
How they took the Romeo and Juliet play and turned
Yeah.
it into with that movie. Have you seen that,
no.
With Leonardo
you ever seen
DiCaprio?
it?
Oh yeah.
dude? It's so good.
It's so good.
Leo
it's
and John
modernized.
Leguizamo are like they're like the
They're like running around with
rivals
pistols
and-
and shit. Like,
dude. His gun is so dope. in
Totally
that
modern.
movie.
but it's all the
It's dope.
original wording and stuff too. It's not like changed.
Oh, that's cool.
It's sick.
So you can kind of get a feeling for like what the fuck they're talking about. Because like
Yeah.
I remember in high school, like he says something like "I bite my thumb at you."
Yeah.
and it's like a big insult. But
Yep.
I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And in the thing, he's like, "I bite my thumb at you," and they're like,
Bro,
"Motherfucker."
it's dope though.
Yeah,
I love
it's
how they
really
did it.
good. But yeah, it's
Hamilton.
young Leo.
Dope.
It's a good movie.
Hamilton's
Hamilton.
on
I'll
Disney
check-
Plus.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I thought it was some like
I should
old
watch that
time.
before I can.
You got to have time though. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Disney Plus needs some new content, man.
I haven't signed on to my Disney Plus
Since
COVID
Mandalorian?
started. I don't-
I
yeah,
was
since Mandalorian ended.
me either.
I watched a couple of Marvel movies on there, but that's it. And even that, they don't have all of them yet. What the fuck are we doing?
Bro, I have so
They
many
don't?
streaming
No.
services I never use.
There's a bunch of them that are still under contract in
With
different
Netflix
places.
and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Office comes.
They don't have a
off
lot of them.
soon. I think 6 more months. And it's
Did you guys
done.
watch Floor is Lava on Netflix?
Yes.
I started it.
It's so fun.
It's so fun.
I
Dude,
started it.
I would-
we started it too, and that's when the mouse happened.
I would dominate the floor is lava.
They're so stupid.
They're so timid. Just go for it.
yeah.
You know what I love about that show though? My favorite thing.
That they cut away as soon as they go
As
in the
soon
lava.
as they go in the water,
you never
yeah,
see them again.
and it's so bright red. It
Yeah.
looks like they're literally in lava.
There's so much slime.
Is it slime?
Yeah, it's warm slime.
Oh,
lava?
Yeah.
I wondered how they got
It's
that
like
consistency.
40,000 gallons or something stupid.
Dude, I want to go in that. I wanna
Dude,
swim
We
in
should
that.
go as a team.
I wonder
Can we
if
get on it? Dude, let's do that.
bro. I would fucking win.
Jesse would dominate.
I'm
would-
I'm good at that shit.
I would suck so bad.
You just be sitting back doing call outs.
Left.
But that's the thing though, is like that's the other thing that pissed me off is there were times where they had two people on the they finished.
Yeah.
And the other guy just sucks. And so he's taking forever. I'm like, just jump in the slime to save your time.
Yeah.
Because then they're guaranteed they gotta get 3 people. So if we went and me and Ryan killed it and you were over there
I just
dicking around, be like, just
tell
jump
me.
in.
Just tell me to jump in.
Just kill yourself.
Damn.
Hey, we're all gonna win.
We're all winning money.
Yeah.
It's only $3,000 each, but whatever.
Right.
I just want to be on the show, bro. I
It's
like
just-
being on game
It looks
shows.
fun.
Did you ever hear back from the circle?
No.
Did you do your video?
No.
That's why.
That's why.
Did you?
No.
You ever did it?
Wait, no, I did. I
did
submitted
your
a
video.
video.
I did a video.
I did a video.
Joey Sasso wished me happy birthday.
But he can't come on
Fuck
the
him.
show. Joey Broey, or
No.
Broey Joey.
Where's Jeff or Kyle Badgett or whatever? Where you at, bro?
Who?
Who?
Kyle Badgett?
Yeah, the one dude.
Badger,
The meme.
badger.
The meme
Are
guy.
you making a gun sound?
Brat, Kyle Brat.
Kyle Brat.
I look, Brian.
Dude, do you remember that show on Nickelodeon with the like Astro Crag?
Yeah,
That-
Global Guts.
That fucking show
Show
was so dope, bro.
I saw an article.
You ever watch that?
They're gonna bring back Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I would be on that
Bro.
show in a second, bro.
I'd be on before you, bro.
Have you ever
That
watched
show is so dope. And the
Blue
monkeys.
Barracudas?
Yes. Yes, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking love that
With
show.
Olmec,
Who's your favorite or who's your least favorite team though?
the yellow. What were they?
Silver Monkeys for me.
Oh, yeah,
Whoa.
Silver Monkeys, bro.
I love Silver Monkeys.
No.
I like Silver Monkeys.
Silver Monkeys were whack.
Really?
Bro, that show is so good.
What were the other team names? It was like, yeah,
See?
that's our team, Blue
That's everybody's
Barracudas.
team.
It was like purple monkeys.
I thought
Yeah.
they were the Silver Monkeys.
No,
Oh.
were they? We said that.
I don't know.
What's the red team? Red Parrots.
Red lipstick.
Red Parrots?
I think it's the Red Parrots.
I'm gonna look it up.
Bro, I want
Have
to
you ever read the
show.
stuff about like how terrible the show was though?
What do you mean?
Like
Like
the
Kirk
30-minute
Fogg?
episode, they would have to film for like 8 hours, and the kids were like dehydrated as fuck.
No.
Yeah, bro. And I guess
That
like
doesn't surprise me.
like kids were terrified of the fucking final thing where the dude comes out and grabs you.
Yeah, bro.
The Temple Guards.
They
It's so dope.
they said on a regular basis kids were like pissing and shitting themselves in there. And
we
like
did an adult version.
It used to scare me though, because unless you had a
because the smoke would go off and they fucking just grab you.
yeah,
pull
but you had
in.
to have a life. What was it? A pendant of life?
Yes, you could go and get it.
Yes, and if you had one, you would exchange it for a
oh, man,
life.
we were all messed up.
I loved how it was like sidewise. It was
What do
like
you
the side view video game.
We got one team name right.
Blue Barracudas.
Barracudas.
It was the Red Parrots, right?
No, it's the Red Jaguars.
Red Jaguars.
Yes.
Blue Barracudas.
Okay.
The Green Monkeys. The Orange Iguanas. The Purple Parrots. And the Silver Snakes.
Fuck the purple parrots.
It was alliteration.
It wasn't though, because there's Green Monkeys and Red
Oh.
Jaguars.
Never mind.
It's close. Silver snakes. Purple parrots.
We're just idiots.
Blue
Can't
Barracudas.
I
remember.
love that show so much.
Me too, man.
Yeah, they
Remember-
said that there were adults that couldn't do the fucking. They said that like
I
you
could
know
do
the
that
puzzle
shit,
looks
bro.
super simple. It's just like put it in and turn.
Oh, the monkey?
yeah, the monkey.
The shrine of the silver monkey?
Right. Yeah.
Bro, let's
They
get
said that
on
it's
that.
ridiculously hard,
Oh man.
and that's why nobody won.
I call
It
bullshit.
looks simple as shit.
I know.
I call
They said that there
bullshit.
were adults that couldn't do it.
I feel like whenever you're in there, you're panicking.
It was something like
yeah.
it was something insane. Like 95% of contestants didn't win.
Well,
Like
yeah.
didn't even make it to the statue.
Yeah, I remember like the room where you had to put your hands on the glowing things
Yeah.
and like it would light up. And then if you did it wrong, a temple guard would grab you while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Woo, Lord.
Bro,
Man.
I'm trying to go on that show. Game shows aren't cool like that anymore. There's no game shows anymore.
There's game shows, but not like that.
Like what?
Like the mini golf
Family
show
Feud.
with Steph Curry.
Family Feud's lame. There's a mini golf show with
I
Steph
refuse to
Curry.
watch that
Yeah.
shit.
It's like extreme mini golf.
American Ninja Warrior.
Dude, it's not the same.
That's like the last dying breed
yeah.
of good game shows.
Yeah. I love
That-
Family Feud.
I liked Wipeout a lot.
Wipeout's
was
dope.
cool.
I have a whole Wipeout channel on my TV.
Wipeout. What was the one show way back? It was a game show, but it was in Japan, and they just dubbed it over.
It was Wipeout, but
It
their
was-
version.
Right, but what the fuck was it called? It was like raunchy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Might
what
wanna-
was that?
Japanese Wipeout?
The fuck was that show called? I don't remember. I can't remember. It was great though.
Yeah, bro.
They're just dropping
love
giant boulders on people.
I love the game. American Gladiators.
American Gladiators was the shit.
So dope,
Do you
bro.
They brought
imagine
that
getting
back a couple
fucking
years
tennis
Hit
ago.
with the tennis ball?
Tennis gun was so dope.
That would hurt so bad. Back then, I was like, oh, it's just tennis balls. But could you imagine?
What were their names? There was like Nitro and
Nitro.
Nitro was dope, bro.
They brought that back for like a season or two.
Dude, them girls on there were
And, like,
lit.
20
Was it just called MXC? Most Extreme something?
It might have been. I don't know.
It had those two commentators that were like,
Yeah, they were just like ignorant. Like, oh, he fell on his astronaut.
yeah, but
Oh my
that's
God.
not what they were really saying. That was
Right.
like the American.
No, you see like the
dubbed over
Japanese
version.
dudes' mouths going, and they're just probably being super serious, and then these American guys are like, "Oh yeah, I fell right on his aspirin." Bro, sounds like a whole thing. It was great.
Yeah, it was called Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, or MXC.
okay.
It was on Spike TV.
Yes, it was
Wipeout.
on Spike. It was great.
Forgot about Spike TV.
Whatever happened to that? Is that still a network?
Probably.
The
That-
Men's Network.
The Man Show. that Jesse never watched.
Yeah.
Now time
Girls on
for girls
trampoline.
jumping on trampolines.
What a time to be alive.
Bro.
That would never happen today.
Why not?
Why not?
Let's make it
Start our own
You
show.
gotta hit the button, bro.
At the end of the podcast. All right, guys. Now time for girls jumping on trampolines.
That's time for our weekly segment. If you want to be entered in, please send us a
Subscriptions are just.
Please send us a 10-second
Can we
clip.
do that?
Yes.
And just put it at the end of our YouTube?
Yes.
We become the fucking bar stool of podcasts.
No, we're the chive of podcasts.
Bro, it's summer right now.
Yeah.
Chive.
Yeah.
We're putting out a thing on the Facebook
We are.
that we're ending our YouTube segments with girls jumping on trampolines.
This is what happens when Chris isn't here.
This is going to go bad.
I don't care. This is
I
our
love
fucking
it.
show.
I love it.
It's your fucking show.
No, that's classic.
Bro,
I thought you were going to say classy.
we're doing a summer throwback and
Yeah.
send us a video and you can go at the end of the show.
Nobody's going to send us videos.
Well, we can try.
You don't know, man.
That's true. I don't know.
We got to make this happen.
Yes.
You got to buy a trampoline.
We
gotta
don't.
film it in the backyard.
They're jumping on the trampolines.
They can go to Sky Zone. I don't care. Just freaking send me the video.
We don't need anything.
Create a montage.
You want the trampoline.
No, I want the video of them on the trampoline.
Or you could have us taking the video of them on the trampoline.
Or we can get Raise Energy to sponsor us and we can get a trampoline.
How much is a trampoline?
I don't know.
Let's have another Kickstarter. GoFundMe.
What are you guys raising money for?
Trampoline. A trampoline.
Well, they used to call them mamalines until your mom
A
jumped on them.
trampoline. God damn, bro.
What?
The thoughts and comments of Ryan Weiss.
Hey, we need one. That'd be our show. This is a show for guys. Let's be real. I mean, all right, I think I can pull a demographic of our audience. Like,
except for Charla Moria. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Charla.
Hit the rewind time button back to episode 1. And guys, I just really want to have an outlet for motivational things.
I mean,
we need a trampoline.
Look, let's be real.
This is a show for guys.
Season 1, episode 1, with us talking about how serious this is going to be, to season 2, episode 27. We need a trampoline.
Work to live out your dreams.
Here's my thing.
Don't live your dreams to work.
Here's my thing. The show evolves. It's 3 dudes talking about dude stuff. I mean, look, whatever.
Hey, I'm not against it.
The show's for anyone that wants to listen. There's girls that like to talk about dude stuff.
They can start a podcast.
No, they can come talk to us without doubt.
They can get a trampoline and have balls bouncing on it for their good.
I don't think anybody wants that, bro. Now, time for balls bouncing on trampolines.
Got to get a better title. Like trampoline.
Bouncing sacks.
This show's garbage.
No, it's not. This is what people listen to. It's funny. Hey, I'm trying to pull our demographic.
What's going to be the name of this episode?
Girls jumping on trampoline.
Blat.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
What topics did we talk about? We talked about...
Oh, we need to talk about 21 Savage.
Yeah, we do.
21.
We didn't talk about
Savage.
anything important, so...
How do I find out?
At least we didn't do this
Can we
on
talk about
a
why-
serious episode.
Why people are starting to name hot dogs glizzies?
What? I never heard that.
It's weird.
This is
Wait,
not a
where'd you
thing.
hear that?
Glizzy is like a gun.
I think you made this up.
So there was this TikTok I watched of this dude at a cookout,
Yeah.
and he was holding a hot dog behind his back, and the guy was like, he can't even eat a glizzy in peace. Because it's supposed to be like, you're eating a hot dog, it's like, you're like, I don't know,
Because you're
making a joke. So then he was talking to
Like
some
a-
girl, and then the girl,
like coming.
the girl left, and then he went behind his back and took a bite of the hot dog again.
He was embarrassed. It's like when
Yeah.
girls eat bananas.
Like
Yeah.
you can't eat a hot dog because you're a guy?
Yeah,
It looks like a dick?
Like a man dick?
like a veiny bastard.
You know what kinds of foods are shaped
Triumphant
like dicks?
motherfucker.
The
Never
best
mind.
kinds.
Forget I brought this up.
Did you see the meme that they made of the guy eating all the hot dogs and it was ESPN and then LeBron?
No.
The guy was supposed to be ESPN and the hot
When
dog
you
was
live in an
LeBron.
era where you have the greatest basketball player who ever lived, they're going to report on him.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get, man.
People are haters.
If you want to go back to the days of
You were getting hated
Steve
on.
Nash being the
Yeah,
best
sorry.
player.
I put them all in their
league.
place.
Damn.
I have the final comment on every single one of those, just so we know.
Final words from Jesse Unk. So
Wow,
we were
that'd be a
talking
good
about
sports name.
What?
The final word.
Oh,
That would be. Sounds like something.
Sponsored by Raise Energy.
Are they still sponsoring you?
Yeah. I'm still a VIP insider.
Somebody liked my comment on one of their posts because I looked on there after you told me about it, so I get all the ads and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, use code Does It Suck. Just use it from a buddy of mine, and somebody liked it today. 4 weeks later.
Oh,
so Raise is on the come up.
Hey,
please send us some drinks.
Send us a trampoline.
Send us a Raise trampoline, and Girls Jumping on Trampolines will be the Raise Energy segment.
Girls trumping.
Girls with some trampolines.
Trampolines.
Girls trumping on trampolines.
Rah. It's hard. Words are hard. Barberton restaurant shuts down for 2 weeks after owner tests positive for COVID.
Chicken place, right?
I don't know.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, because it's national.
You telling me Barberton's not 100% infected yet?
White House chicken.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Nobody eats there. It's bad.
That's just a cover up why they shut down.
Barberton chicken's terrible.
I asked somebody I was like, forget where I was, but they had said that they should try Recice's chicken.
I never had Recice's before.
Bro, I almost punched him in the throat.
Recice's?
Yeah, what's Recice's?
I don't know what that is.
That's
That's
like
nothing.
when people say Divides.
Oh, yeah,
Divides?
I take that. Divides and Recice's.
And
Amadeo's.
Amadeo?
Giannatos.
All right.
Jacko's.
Just do it.
It's our boy.
Don't let your dreams.
Creeper.
Hey, chest tattoo boy.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it.
Remember when you
Make
made these?
your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Those are pretty simple.
I was in the back doing the piano.
21 Savage.
21.
He's a hip hop
21.
rapper.
21.
He is who did all the music behind Hamilton. And he apparently
God damn.
he's doing,
This is so fucking random.
he's doing real well for himself. And
We gotta wrap this shit up.
on this chair.
he's doing real well for himself, so he's starting a financial literacy program for teens. Which I thought was pretty cool. I think that's something we've talked about before, education-wise, Jesse being a teacher. And
Saint Laurent Dawn.
no, and how like they need to change up some of the economics, like the stuff that they teach.
They do.
And I think financial stuff would be really good. So I know you mentioned LeBron is doing something similar with his, what's his network called? His new
Something Hills.
Spring Hills. So the Spring Hill, LeBron does something when he partners with JP Morgan Chase and they talk finances and stuff. But anyway, so the rapper, he's going to have this program where he's going to talk to teens and stuff about financial awareness and how to manage their finances, learn about balancing checkbooks and money and stuff like that. I think that's something that's really important right now. I think our education system as a whole needs reform to some of that, like more life skill type stuff.
Yeah.
I think like college is where you can kind of go out and explore and do things you want to do, but I think we need to put certain things need to be
You just need those options available because they're not anymore. You might have one trade in your school if you're lucky.
for sure.
But those schools that have way more money, they're not focused on putting them into trades. They want college numbers. 21.
And them drugs come in handy. Last name Savage, bitch, but no, I'm not Randy. Hit her with no condom.
We know that.
Eat a plan B. And I'm sipping on that codeine, not brandy.
Why would you sip on codeine if you have brandy?
I do not own the rights to this music. Hold up.
We do not own rights.
He's partnering with the Atlanta mayor, and they're going to provide free Wi-Fi and tablets to underserved students in the city.
Do they provide codeine?
What's that?
No, they have brandy.
So, but he's partnering with a lot of good people. He's doing like cell phone network stuff. He's going to provide phone service, internet, and things like that. But anyways, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, we did that this year in our district. We gave out the hotspot Wi-Fi and stuff throughout.
I got a hotspot.
Didn't go great, but
Why? Didn't it work?
just kids don't use it or the stuff goes missing.
They stole it. They sold it,
which is stupid because they all have trackers in them. And I mean, it's stupid to buy it. I guess it's smart to sell it because you make an easy $50 and then we get it back anyways. But
do they get them back?
Sometimes.
Receiving stolen property.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Big old CCSD.
Shout out my boy 21 Savage.
21.
Check out his new show Hamilton
21
on Disney Plus for free.
21.
Let's do a final word with Jesse.
You got the final word?
Swung on, line to deep left field. It is 45-40. Run, William, run. 20, 15. Iguodala to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the...
This is locker room talk.
What the fuck was that?
Is that you?
No.
Nah. What is that?
I don't know.
Bro, for real.
I'm not doing that shit. What the fuck is it? Is that Ashley? Is she hammering?
No, bro. What the fuck is that?
What's the window? Oh, it's the fucking window. Who the fuck is here?
Bro, stop.
I swear to God, it's the fucking window.
Bro, what is that?
Bro, it's the fucking window. You better get that fucking
straps.
Mine doesn't have no ammo.
No, bro. Fuck that. All right. Grayson's
Bro,
like freaking out.
I'm dead fucking ass. It's the fucking window.
Nah, bro. I'll fight someone. They ain't fitting through that little window.
It's right above me.
Yeah, bro. We should go upstairs real quick. Or fucking not, I guess.
Actually,
I'm gonna text her. But locker room talk.
Guess we're all just cool with this.
Sorry, folks, for that pause. Someone was trying to break in my house, apparently. Grayson scared him
What
off.
did she say?
Oh, nothing yet.
Jesus. So Ash is dead.
Locker room talk.
I mean, we should probably look at that.
Hit the pause button.
No, we're good. Fuck. I'm all like discombobbled now. Pat Mahomes.
I feel like we should check
$450 million. Biggest sports deal ever.
It's actually more than 450 million now. It's $503 million.
How much?
503. That's with the incentives. That's with base salary, bonuses, and everything else. We don't know exactly how much is guaranteed yet.
Yeah.
But it's looking at, from what I saw, like there was a graph that was released. I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but it looked like $377 million is guaranteed.
That's crazy, bro.
10-year contract, biggest in NFL history, biggest in sports history. Baseball.
What was LeBron's like big deal? What was LeBron's deal?
LeBron's never
had anything
like
long
that.
though, because he knows he can always make more money, right?
Well, he has a lifetime deal with Nike.
Well, yeah, and that was the biggest deal. They've never announced how much, have they?
Mm-mm.
The thing that's weird for him, like I said earlier, like 10 years is a big commitment, man. I know it's a lot of money.
When you get a guy that wins the MVP, throws for 5,000 yards, throws for 50 touchdowns, and then wins a Super Bowl the following year, you lock.
How many years has he been in?
He's only been in for 3. He sat his first year, and then he got an MVP and then a Super Bowl.
My whole thing is for him,
while cursed by Madden,
is that he's locked in for 10 years. What if that team fucking tanks?
Doesn't matter. He's getting his money.
I know, but that would just suck.
The thing that is important, though, is he's the quarterback. So it mostly relies on him, and his skill level is insane. Like, we talk about Brady being the GOAT.
Right.
This is the first time I've ever seen somebody that I think could rival it.
Yeah.
Like, I legitimately think that he'll win 4 rings in his career, and I think he'll go to 5 Super Bowls.
He's young, right?
He's only like 24.
He's gonna make $450 million, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
What do you do with that?
And that's an extension on what he already had. So it's really a 12-year deal because he has next year he has 10 years. Yeah, next year I believe he makes $10 million, and then the year after that he makes $27 million, and then the extension goes in. But he's going to be a Kansas City Chief for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah, I mean, he signed a 10-year deal.
Yeah.
That's just my thing. Like for me, I would have a hard time committing to that. I don't like committing to something like next year.
The thing that's going to be
10
tough
years.
is, well, I mean, you want a long-term contract in the NFL because if he snaps his leg,
Gets injured or something,
he's good. But the thing that's crazy is
isn't that risky for them though?
Well, they're saying that his contract isn't necessarily just the base numbers that we're seeing. It's tied to a percentage of the salary cap.
Yeah, you were saying.
So
that.
as the salary cap increases,
He can get
his
more
contract
money.
could go even higher.
That's so
which
smart.
which is crazy. It's smart for him. I don't know who his agent is, but his agent pulled a hell of a deal because let's say it's 10%. That's like astronomical. I'm pretty sure that the salary cap was somewhere like 160 million or something like that. And he at one point will get like 40 of that. So even if the salary cap goes up to like, let's just say 200 million, he's making a fifth, 20% of what the fuck the entire team is supposed to make that year. And that's the thing where what you're saying, every single player,
risky, bro.
The vast majority of the NFL quarterbacks who get major paydays don't see success again.
Right.
Peyton Manning was one. I don't know if Ben Roethlisberger got his big pay before the second Super Bowl or not. I'm pretty sure he's the only other one. Like Drew Brees never went back to a Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers never went back again. Tom Brady never took a major pay, and that's why his success kept coming because he took less and less money. This is the first time he took like a big contract when he went to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And
he's going to get COVID, bro.
You put too much. That's what's difficult about those hard caps because in basketball you can go, okay, I'll pay more salary tax and like whatever.
Right.
Baseball, it's just like throw money at them. But football, like you got 160 million.
That's all
you got to make it work. You don't fit the pieces in the puzzle, you're cutting somebody. And like I could see Tyreek Hill not being with the Chiefs because of this now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's wild though.
This is a big fucking deal, man.
Yeah, and it changes contracts forever because you get another superstar guy like that.
I want paid.
Contracts always follow suit. So nobody's going to be getting, 10 years, 450 million or whatever it was, 500 million. But you might see, when Baker's contract comes up or when Joe Burrow's contract comes up, they might go, well, I want 8% of the salary cap, whatever it is, instead of arguing just like finite numbers. Because the smart thing used to be get on top of that contract quickly because when the salary cap goes up, you'll have them on a discount.
Yep.
But if they start wheeling and dealing on percentages, now you got to change to the entire
game, man.
Shit's wild.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
What happened with the NFL as far as season? They were voting that they were going to have no preseason.
So the Players Association,
that's right,
unanimously voted that they didn't want a preseason, but that doesn't really mean anything.
No.
The NFL is like the least player friendly league.
True.
So they're down to 2 games for the preseason. The players don't want to play any preseason games, which they haven't even before COVID. They're just trying to push it through now as a health thing, but it's not really.
Oh, they don't like playing preseason?
No.
Because
I never knew that.
The risk of injury is just too much.
That's true.
That's why they don't even ever play their players.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I feel like
string.
I would say it makes sense though to let your nobodies play anyway.
That's why the Browns are always undefeated in the preseason.
Fuck you.
I mean, they are.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Weren't you saying something? I don't know if we talked about it yet. That they were. I think we were talking about it off air. That the NFL was talking about signing a waiver. You could sign a waiver
to go to the games.
Yeah, as long as you wouldn't sue them if you got COVID.
Yeah, that'll never fly. People sign waivers all the time and still sue and win.
Nick's the one that told me the waivers don't
mean anything.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. The NFL would never. I mean, that would just be asinine.
Yeah.
I'd go there looking for COVID.
Right, bro.
If I'm going to sue somebody, I want it to be the NFL.
Bro, you ain't lying.
The MLB in one of their prior
trying to readjustment to the contract.
Or their propositions to the players.
Yeah.
They wanted the players to sign up as part of the deal.
Yeah. Fuck
that. If they get COVID, that they can't
no, that's not going to happen.
And the players are like, no.
Yeah. Rudy Gobert's still saying that he's feeling fucked up sometimes.
There's a bunch of people that have said that are not going to come back.
There's a bunch of players in MLB that said they're setting out the season.
Yeah, they're not going to play.
I don't blame them.
I wouldn't. That's my entire career. My lungs ain't something I'm fucking with. And if you guys have seen the settlement checks for the freaking CTE people in the NFL, boy, sign me up for a COVID one.
Damn, bro. Yo, did you see the pictures I sent about NBA Orlando?
Yes,
That's
that looks
crazy.
so dope.
It's super dope. Those apparently are just their practice courts. That picture I sent. You got to think there'd be no way to have anybody in there. But it's super dope that they put their actual game floors.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It looks super cool. Yeah, so they're doing
it's like a giant convention center room.
It literally is just a conference center.
Yeah.
Like it's like a banquet hall.
Yeah.
But that's super dope.
Yeah, it looked really good.
I didn't think that they were gonna like have their each individual actual court set up and stuff. Yeah, it's super dope. But I'm curious to see with Florida as bad as it's getting, what's gonna actually happen with the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the deal is. Do we ever figure out what the actual deal is as far as what they're gonna do? Like what's the season gonna be?
Basketball?
Yeah.
Late July.
No, but like what is it gonna be? Are they finishing a
No
season
idea.
out?
They're gonna finish out the season and then
They're like gonna
do
finish
the
whatever
playoffs.
games were remaining. They're finishing the whole
20 games, I believe.
Except for those teams that are going.
But they might be doing like 2-a-days and shit. We don't know about that yet.
Wait, so it's not the full league?
No, there's like 8 teams that got eliminated already.
Yeah, if you already eliminated, you don't have to go.
But
It's
season
just
hadn't
people
ended
that were
yet.
in it. But you could be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
I gotcha.
But they're thinking about making a second site for those teams that were eliminated in Chicago.
See, if I'm already eliminated, why the fuck would I risk
So
it?
that way they can have like practice and like they're not sitting out the full length of time.
Seems like a bad idea, especially in
fuck
Chicago, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Chicago crime rate has skyrocketed since all this police protest stuff has happened, and their COVID stuff is rough.
Yeah.
In Chicago right now. That seems like not a good idea. I mean, not that Florida's any better as far as COVID goes, but
it's rough everywhere.
Dude, it's bad right now.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. But yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with that season actually starting. I didn't realize they were going to finish it out. I was hoping we were going to do like an expedited let's get to the playoff type thing. And
nope.
Did you see the picture of Braun with his mask?
Yep.
Fucking jacked.
I know.
Dude is a machine, man. That's a big ass.
There's a lot of players that do not want to play.
He
wants that fucking ring.
Yeah, he's going to dominate just so
he
we
said,
can get
I
that.
don't care.
Yeah.
He's going to get that asterisk.
How many?
I don't care. Hey, his
get that asterisk win? Damn, bro.
His first ring was an asterisk win.
I know.
60 wins or 60 games.
Hey, so
he's got it soft, man.
How many players have gotten like the most rings on different teams?
If he wins this one,
because he'll have a ring on 3 different teams.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be the first because there's people like Robert Ory's got rings on different teams. I think he might have 3, but he'd definitely be like, I think he'd be the first like prime player
like 3
that
rings,
led and started
like,
on
and didn't just
3
wasn't
championship
like just got
teams.
drafted to the team and was in the background. He's gonna get it. I mean,
I think so.
This
it
year,
says Robert Ory and John Sally are the only players to have won championships with 3 teams.
Yeah, so he'd be one of 3. If he pulls it off in LA, which is gonna happen. It's got to happen this year if it's gonna happen. I feel like though.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, he looks jacked though, and yeah, I feel like with a lot of people not feeling it because everything going on.
Yeah.
To the next point, it might be that like, well, you won during COVID.
Same with baseball, man.
Nobody remembers that though.
Bro, Trevor Bauer rocking that Houston Chiefs
That
shirt
shit was so dope.
Trevor Bauer's a
love
savage.
it.
Trash Town.
Dude, that's so
Love
dope. It looked like a GV shirt.
I know.
I wonder who made it. Did you know how they have that like side hustle?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's one of theirs.
Maybe.
Because they've got that like line where they do like team shirts for like every team.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely looked like a.
Yeah, fuck them. I still haven't left. Like,
I know, bro.
Live that down.
The dude was such a douche.
Bunch of cocksuckers.
Speaking of protests,
no, I was gonna say. Speaking of Mahomes and the Chiefs, do you think they're gonna get their name changed?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. So we talked about this a little bit last week, but
Indians, Redskins
are taking heat now.
Well, see, the Redskins, the
luckily they don't play in the Negro League anymore.
They
seriously
initiated. The team didn't even initiate it. The NFL was like, "You're changing your name."
Well, it wasn't the NFL? It was their sponsors.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Nike was like,
"Yeah, they're done."
Nike took all their stuff off,
Yep.
and then their sponsor, like their main sponsors, are FedEx, Pepsi, and maybe it was Nike was the third one. But they all came out and were like, "Hey, we're not comfortable with being affiliated with you, so you need to get this done." And then the NFL, it's like well known that Dan Snyder wants to be moved to DC, like specifically, and they said you're not doing that without a name change because he wanted to be the DC Redskins, but
It's Washington.
It's Washington now.
State?
No,
the
they're in
Redskins
the
are
DC
Washington,
area.
DC.
yeah.
Oh, I
but
never
they're
knew
not
that.
in DC.
Oh, I thought it was
He wants a
Washington
new stadium
State.
in DC.
Oh, the
We're-
Redskins are a DC team?
They're in Maryland, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
but they're the.
Maryland.
Oh,
But
I'm
yes.
stupid. I thought it was Washington State.
Bro, I drove through Maryland for the first time.
Stupid ass.
All the way home from North Carolina because we went a weird way. We were like right by Washington, D.C. is the closest I've ever been. That's pretty cool.
You never been there?
No.
Washington D.C. is dope, bro.
It is
The
dope.
traffic over there and like the highways. Oh my God.
Yeah, right now I'm sure it's
What
awful.
the hell?
Yeah, not
Washington
good.
D.C. is dope.
But Maryland's cool.
Maryland is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But back to your point.
Well, two things. One, did you see that D.C. they're passing to try and be the 51st state? It's no longer going to be the District of Columbia.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win that fight though.
What would they
the
call
point
it?
of that?
They
get
can't
different
vote.
voting rights and stuff.
You can't vote in DC.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
not a state,
it's like a neutral ground type
God.
of thing.
so it'll be a lot more
I didn't even know that.
voter rights and stuff. But
You
so
can
then-
vote in Puerto Rico though, can't you?
No.
No, it's a district.
Yeah, they
It's a
can't
U.S.
vote either.
district. What do they call it then, though? There's already Washington State.
What do you mean?
Like, what are they going to call Washington D.C. if it becomes a state?
Oh, I don't know. DC.
The Indians.
It's District of Columbia. It's got to change the name.
Just name it to
Anyhow,
Columbia.
So
Columbia North.
we're straight off.
There you go.
Columbia North.
Anyway,
Redskins. Yeah. So they're looking to realistically probably have a
Washington.
name
they said they've come out and made an official statement, which is the
New
first.
Washington.
This is the first place they've ever gotten to where
Tongue wash.
Snyder has said that he would look at it. Fuck you guys. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying.
Tongue Washington.
Tongue Washington?
Is that what you said?
That's what I
No.
said.
Okay, Washington Redskins.
Oh, but
No
they
sponsors.
said they're going to review the team name.
Right.
So, which basically means they're on their way to fucking changing it.
I saw somebody like someone did like a red.
Red Tails.
Yeah.
It's so dope.
It's dope, but isn't that just as racist?
No,
No.
that's like a Tuskegee Airman thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
They had a freaking Native American's face with a flight helmet on it.
Well, that was not what it was supposed to be.
It wasn't supposed to be.
No.
It was
The Red Tails were an all black
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. You ever seen about
fighter
the
pilot.
Tuskegee
group.
Airmen?
Yeah. Oh, that's what that
That's
is.
what they are. They
Yeah.
were the Red Tails.
I thought it was dope, but the one picture was definitely a Native American,
Hmm.
and I'm like, you're not changing
That's somebody
anything.
being an
Bro,
asshole.
the Red Tails
Okay.
would be sick.
Yeah, they were going to keep the
logos were
colors the
dope.
same, and it was like a picture of a fighter jet,
Yeah,
World
dude.
War II fighter jet, and the colors were the same. It was the gold and the red and everything, but it just changed to Red Tails. And so then it hits your
Dope.
historical, it hits your military for DC, it hits, the racial. It's a great move for Snyder because now you're honoring something as far as race goes instead of using a slur.
Could you imagine like the animation of them like switching the logo? It'd say like Redskins, and then it would just morph into like
Dude.
Red Tails, and then you could
It'd
make
be
a whole
dope.
thing out of it.
I think it looked dope.
That'd be
I
the
think they
best
were
way to
fanned
go.
on stuff.
And
but
it'd
looked
like
cool.
start glitching, like the Redskins logo.
People would give so much shit
Good.
because they're racist pieces of shit, but I love it.
I thought it looked dope.
Because I don't know what else you do. Like, you don't want to be
Why
like,
are you attached to a name of a sports team? What the fuck is wrong with
Why
you?
are you attached to a flag for a nation that lost?
plenty of teams have changed their names in the past. Washington, D.C. already did it. The fucking Wizards used to be the Bullets, and they changed it because their crime rate was so high. People thought that it was not in good taste,
Yeah.
so they changed it to the Wizards.
It is a big deal, like business-wise. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but it's the NFL. They got the money.
People-
you got to change. I mean, all of your marketing and all new jerseys.
But you're going to make money off of
everything
that.
is just-
You're going to have some people that are pissed at first.
Yeah.
But when push comes to shove and you want to watch your team, because Redskins fans are pretty solid fans,
Mhm.
they're going to buy that new
Are
stuff.
they still going to do the chop?
Do they? Do they do the chop?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably.
Oh,
They're racist.
Oh, yeah, they do that. You know
Actually,
that?
Seminoles.
They do that at the Blackhawks games too.
Yeah, Seminoles games down in Florida
Mhm.
State.
Blackhawks going to change their name?
What about, is Copley going to change their name?
I
So-
wonder that though. There's a lot of Indians named teams and stuff.
We talked about that last week too.
The
You got to
Indians,
get. There's so many
Forest
things.
Hill changed their name whenever they rebuilt their school.
They did. They were the Wildcats.
why'd they change their name?
Because there's the
we were the
Indians.
Indians.
We were the Indians.
What are the Wild? Oh, you were the Indians. You're the
We're
Wild.
now
Yeah.
the Wildcats.
Okay.
Because isn't Copley the Indians?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, East High School used to be the Orientals.
Uh-huh.
Now they're the Dragons.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, they really changed. They went from the Orientals to the Dragons.
Dragons isn't.
It's Oriental.
It's like changing your name to the Egg Rolls.
right. It's still Oriental.
Hit that button.
Can't reach it.
The thoughts and comments of Nick Mancuso do not reflect
Is
the
it
Made to
not,
Motivate
though?
podcast in any way.
It feels the same to me.
Like, here come the wontons. Like, it's the same exact thing.
I don't know what's going to happen, man. I mean, they were saying it has to be done by the season, like before the season started.
I mean, they can't force him to do it.
No, but I mean, like the sponsors and stuff, like NFL was saying, like before season starts.
If he gets cut from those sponsors, it'll be rough for him. But the problem is I don't believe that money just goes directly to him.
Oh no, it's distributed amongst
the owners, at least to a certain point.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure they're going to want to push for.
They're going to be pissed, but I don't know. What do you guys think about the Indians' name, though?
Here's my thing. Like Nick said, I'm not attached to it. Like if they need to change, if it's offensive to people enough that they want it to be changed, like let's change it. That one I struggle with because doesn't seem offensive to me. But if it's offensive to other people, then because it's not offensive to me doesn't mean it's not offensive to somebody else. Like, I don't see the issue with Indians though. It doesn't seem derogatory to me. I never thought of that as being a derogatory word.
Like I go up to opening day almost every year,
and
there's always a big demonstration.
Always.
Opening day, right? With like actual Native Americans. And to me, I'm like, I don't care either way.
Right.
I love the Indians.
Right.
I think Wahoo's dope.
Yeah, me too.
And it's a really cool logo. But if there's a group of people who are offended by it,
and it's the people that it represents.
It's the people who exactly. That's the main point. If it's offends the people who it directly represents,
Which
then
I
change
get.
it because I'll love whatever else because I'm in love with the team.
My
not the
thing
name.
is it Indians to me is like whites or blacks. People don't reference us as Caucasians. Most of the time, people don't call black people Native or African Americans.
Right.
Like Indians seems like the white to black to Native
Me too.
Americans.
That's exactly.
Like, it doesn't seem derogatory. It's just like a simpler way of identifying with them. It's not like in a negative light. Like that's how I've always looked at it.
Also,
to Nick's point,
I'd agree with that.
I'm not an Indian, like so I can't.
And I think like if we lived in a time where I had the chance to see a new team, that's dope to me.
Yeah.
Like how often do you
See
get
the
to see
change?
a new change into a new team? That's kind of cool.
And the Indians have been other teams, so it's like it's a change of the times right now.
We
Like,
don't have any like winning history either. Like
Mm-mm.
people talk about the history and everything. We got one championship and it was in like 1917 or some shit.
Right.
Like,
I mean, you could argue that the Yankees is a racist thing because of the Confederacy.
Well, and here again, just like we've been saying with all this other stuff about monuments, it doesn't change history. Doesn't mean the Indians never existed.
No.
There'll still be Indians banners and Indians.
It just means we're not
they were the
celebrating that name.
spiders. They
We're
were all
just
types of
changing
things.
the names
That's a really
now.
good point.
You know,
It
like
doesn't take away their history.
what they accomplished during their time frame.
The vast majority of sports teams have a history that was not where they started.
Right.
You have very few in football. Like you have the Packers, the Bears, but even like the Browns, who are one of the oldest franchises, they were the
Even the Steelers were.
they were the
something different.
Canton Bulldogs, and then they were the Cleveland Rams, and then the Rams moved, and then they became the
Yep.
Cleveland Browns later. So
It's an evolution. Times are
it is.
changing.
And
you know,
logos change, colors change, all of these things change. It's not that big of a deal. What do you want the new name to be?
not the Naps.
Yeah, so that's the leading thing. Right
I'd like
now.
the Spiders. I think they should go back, but they probably
don't
won't go
like the
back
Spiders.
because now's the time. I just think the logo's dope.
I think you could make a dope logo.
Lobo.
You could make a dope logo with the spiders, but there's two that I really
Marvel
like.
and Cleveland Spiders
You
mashup.
could do a Marvel and the Guardians mashup too.
Spider-Man, fucking dope.
I heard
Oh.
three ideas. One is the Guardians because of the bridge.
I'm
and they're
down with
dope.
that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I'm down with Cleveland Guardians.
The second one was a guy called in. He said that there should be something that should incorporate Superman because he was
Yeah.
created in Cleveland. So like the Cleveland Superman or something, but probably couldn't do it because of the money issue.
What's the Cleveland Red Riders?
But I think that they need to do, you could keep it so that it's still on the Indian like train without being like racist and take the arrows. Everybody was pissed that the arrows turned into the fucking rubber ducks, and then you're representing Ohio.
It's a different
The
kind
arrows
it's
is
a
one of the
different
most
kind of arrow,
creative
bro.
names.
I know.
But it's
like
I understand that,
aeronautics.
but it sounds like arrows. It's
kind of like Indians. Let's
called
call
a
them the
double entendre.
aeronautics.
Dumbass.
Let's call them the Arrowheads. That's dope.
I like Guardians.
I like
Guardians
too.
a lot too.
Also,
that logo would be
Superman?
dope. I don't know.
Why can't they just change it to the Tribe?
Still got the
It's probably like
connotation
the-
people be all
probably the
pissed
same as
about.
Indians. Like it's not even offensive.
think?
I think so.
Yeah. Because what is offensive about Indians?
I mean, nothing. But
like, what are people saying is offensive? Are they saying it's derogatory?
It's basically saying that they're making a mascot out of a people.
Well, the mascot. Okay, I can get keeping the name Indians and getting rid of Wahoo.
And they
like
took
we've
the
done.
Wahoo off the uniform.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They've gotten rid of the Wahoo part, so there's no longer a caricature of an Indian.
Right.
So at that point, you've eliminated that portion. What about the name Indians?
That was the big thing about the protest was Wahoo.
Yes, because they were
he's a
making
red skin.
fun of.
This would have been the first year where the Wahoos were completely off the uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they would have protested because, to your point, or to what we were talking about, I didn't really see any protests about
the name Indians. It was
Indians.
about Wahoo.
It was more about Wahoo.
They say that they've done like surveys and that most Indian people do not care about the name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how accurate that is or how big the survey was, but like, why don't you just leave it up to that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're an Ohio native or a Northeast Ohio native and you're a Native American and that says that on your, whatever,
mm-hmm.
you get to vote. And if you say it's fine, it stays. And if it's not,
majority
we change it.
Yeah, Jen doesn't care.
I'm down for that.
We're not going to electoral college. It's going to be popular.
I asked Jen what she thought. She didn't care.
She's Native American?
I don't care. Like,
Jen is?
Mm-hmm.
She got like a 0.25%.
Her last name's 5 Killer.
Damn. She is? How many people she scalped? Is she? What is she? What's her what like tribe?
I think it's Cherokee.
That's cool. Well, yeah, I have some. I mean, at this point,
I told her she should buy a casino.
It's minimal. The thoughts and comments of Nicholas Mancuso. That is cool though. I never thought about that. Like her last name is very.
Yeah, I never thought about it either because she's like pale and like redhead. So.
Yeah, Indians. We'll see what happens.
I've never seen an actual Indian person outside of those protests in like public.
You never seen a Native American?
Never.
Like in person?
Never.
Oh, I have.
Like never just walking around at like a mall or anything.
I used to
or,
be part of the. I used to be part of the
tribe.
The Native American Boy Scouts.
Did you ever used to
can't think of what it's called now? I'm having a freaking mind fart.
Did you ever used to go to the thing where they
Indian guides? I was in an Indian
where they
guides.
had like the big round circle and they would make like that big stew, and you'd like camp out and
Indian guides.
Yeah,
I was in the
I
Indian
did that
guides.
too.
You made the leather vest and the beads, and you made a hatchet. Dude, it was dope. It was Native American
Never heard
Boy
of that.
Scouts. It was so dope. There's
taught us how to make.
There's a movie about
They
it.
taught us how to make venison stew.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
It's so good.
Yeah. There's a movie with Chevy Chase and Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
And it's like it's based lightly around the Indian guides.
I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, what the fuck is that called?
They do the rain dance.
Whatever happened to Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
I don't know. Everyone used to love that kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, Indian guys was dope, bro. I had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
Man of the House.
Man of the House.
Man of the House.
It's a good movie, actually. I mean, it's corny, but
It's a 90s movie. Late 80s. I don't know.
The caricature
for
for Wahoo used to be really bad though.
The older one was real bad.
The old one was
The
super
big hook
bad.
nose and like the
Yeah.
chin and
Yellow skin. Like
I did. It was offensive, but that logo I thought was dope.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool logo.
I like that old school logo, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a Native American, so
I don't know.
I struggle with that just because I don't really understand the offensiveness of it. Like, I never thought of that logo as making fun of them.
I just think it's hard for like white people to have that because like we don't
have people drawing stuff about us.
like a long time ago you had that like divided racism. Like Italians and Irish people didn't get along, and Jewish people, they had like stuff for that. Now none of that exists anymore. Like the racism is not against other types of white people.
If someone drew something about us as a sports logo to be offensive, what would it look like? Like what would be offensive?
Well, I've
to
seen
us?
a Wahoo one where they make him white and he's just got white skin
And it's the
and blonde
Caucasians,
hair,
it
and then
says?
instead of the feather, it's a $sign.
But like, what would they say about us that we would be offended by?
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no white jokes.
Yeah.
Like you can go online and Google like
You have
race
good credit.
jokes for everything else, but there's no like
You know
ignorant-ass
your
white
father.
jokes.
Jesus, man.
The thoughts and
You have good
comments of Jesse
credit.
Unk do not
Like, you know what I
reflect
mean?
the
Like,
Made
it'd
to
be stuff
Motivate
like that.
podcast in any way.
I'm not saying that that's okay to say.
Now time for girls jumping.
No, I'm not saying that that's okay to say. I'm just saying that that'd be
I
like the
know,
racist shit
but,
people
like,
would say.
Yeah, I don't like, and I guess that's the hard thing to. try and like level with it, because I mean,
because you have to take those dumb
and
stereotypes.
that sounds really
and just
shitty
flip
though.
'em.
Because like, oh man, there's nothing that's gonna offend me. But
well, that's the thing, and it's like
wow.
you see stuff like that. That the couple that we talked about last week with their guns at the protesters, and we were like, oh, Ken and Karen, and like that's the joke. But those are a certain type of white people. Yeah. There's no general racist joke that you can apply
just
to
like
white
hillbilly
people.
I was gonna
incest
say,
stuff.
We have different segments. Like we got like you're
we got our rednecks and we've got our Karens, but like there's nothing where you're just like all white people
and
are
that's
this.
That's also white privilege, because we have different levels of racism you can do.
Yeah, you can be a West Virginian fucking your cousin, or you can be a hillbilly with no teeth,
or you could be a rich person with a gun.
Speaking of you're saying something that reminded me something that just came up.
Karen with a gun?
No, you said the Italian thing.
Yeah.
Something about Italians. What were you saying?
I just said Irish and Italian didn't get along.
Akron apparently voted on changing Columbus Day to some kind of like Italian holiday now.
Hey.
Look, I'm Italian. I think it's dope, but that seems kind of weird though.
What's it gonna?
Why Akron, Ohio, having an Italian?
What are we gonna have? Like lasagna?
We got a big Italian population.
I know, but that just seems weird. It seems kind of against the.
Wasn't
purpose.
Christopher Columbus Italian?
No, he's Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be September is gonna be called like Welcoming Month now, and then they're replacing Columbus Day with some kind of. Apparently, like they tried changing it before to something, and all the Italians in Akron were like, "No, absolutely not." So now they're making it like an Italian Heritage Day,
so that they'll be like, "Oh, okay,
right."
It's a good holiday.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. I'm Italian,
so.
But I just thought that was weird. I never thought of making like Akron, Ohio. Wouldn't have thought of making an Italian Heritage Day,
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, that's what they tried to change
Many
it to.
in the Italian American community were unhappy with the proposal, as it would have effectively eliminated the traditions and annual celebration of Italian immigrants.
So I read this thing.
The result was Akron City Council voted down the proposal after a brief debate.
So I read this thing on Columbus, since we're on the topic.
Oh, yeah. I got something to say, too.
Fucking dude was insanely ruthless. Before I was like, oh, yeah, he came over, he killed a bunch of Indian people. Like, I didn't, yeah.
But like, awful, dude.
You always hear about, like I figured it was mostly disease. Like, this fucking guy.
Raped and pillaged and fucking enslaved.
He literally was, like, kidnapping young girls and giving him to the sailors to rape. Mm-hmm. He fucking cut a dude's tongue out because he said something that was
against him or
somewhat disrespectful. Yeah. When he landed where he did, somewhere in the Caribbean, I don't remember exactly where it was. When he landed there was an estimated 300,000 Indians. And when he left 50 years later, there were 500 left. That is insane.
Awesome. And we've been celebrating him all this time.
And they carried they had enslaved Indians on their ships. And if they got sick, they would just throw them overboard, or they were they had them chained around the neck. And they were so lazy, instead of stopping to unchain them if they needed to, they would behead them so they could just keep walking.
It's crazy to me that at any point in time, another human being could treat another person that way and think that there was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
And
I
like
guess
you're treating like a dog.
And it wasn't just that he was like a fucking racist. He was like that to his own workers too.
He was an awful person.
He whipped a guy. The dude didn't bring enough gold back to him, and he whipped him 100 times, killed him.
That's the problem with white privilege. Well, he was Spanish.
He was Spanish.
White. But like the things that we taught about him though.
Spanish privilege.
We didn't tell the real story. We celebrated this guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, I guess that's just like your history and in the victors and all that other shit. Like he comes back, he brings a ton of riches to the fucking queen and king. They celebrate him, tell everybody in the country this man's a hero. They don't know how he got all of these things or what happened in that point. And then it takes hundreds of years for us to look at the manuscripts and the fucking cabin logs and stuff to find out what really happened.
It's wild, man.
Hiccups.
A lot of change. It's just crazy. And that's like at this point, with all this continuing and all the revolution happening, and it's like, and we briefly talked about it earlier, it's but like where does it stop? And two, what do we do to really even like start fresh? We're so far gone, and this country's so there's so many different populations of people and stuff. It's like, how do you even hit the reset button, man?
I just think that like
it's crazy
when it comes down to information and keeping things in terms of like facts. There's this huge attack on the media right now, but the media is where you need to get your information.
Yeah.
Because there's so many media outlets. There's no way that one person could be controlling them all.
No.
And like
when you start to dismiss the media,
read
into it,
right?
Know what
like,
you're reading.
But that's what I'm saying is like when you start looking at stuff like that and you just dismiss the media, you've completely ignored it. You're taking one person's voice.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what happened with Bush and like Iraq and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was saying, you know, the UN and the news and everybody was saying there's no facts that they have any type of, you know, weapons of mass destruction.
Yep.
And they're going, no, we have the intel. And for years we backed that.
Yep.
And nobody, you know, we finally started putting up a fuss and you find out later that was all bullshit.
Yep.
And like
political agenda.
And then on top of all of that, they're searching, you know, our phones and our tablets and all this other stuff. You don't find any of that out until years later. That was Bush and Obama.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
the problem with the people that say I believe the issue with people that attack the media is because I do feel different media streams, because they are political based,
they're biased,
that it's the headlines, the headlines that they write. But if you read the article,
right,
and not just the headline,
people
I mean, they're telling the story. And that's the thing. People read the headline and they share that, and they go off on these tangents about it being,
like Shia LaBeouf having a tattooed chest.
Right. Yeah. And it's like, that's just to get you in.
Yep.
Once you read the article, if they're going to tell the story.
Right.
Because they interviewed people or they got the news from someone else and just wrote their own headline.
But even with that, though, you still have to read other sources because,
of course,
Fox News is going to put out something that's going to put facts. They're not lying.
No.
But they're leaving out.
It might not be the viewpoint you want to see.
Yep. And CNN does the same thing, and MSNBC does the same thing, and you have to try to find as unbiased of a area as you can.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
read more than one source. Look for yourself.
Don't just listen to NPR and don't question anything. Question what they're saying. I trust NPR for the most part, but I know that they're not telling every single thing out. They're not going to tell me the positive news of Trump. Trump's done some good. Fuck that guy. I'm not going to vote for him, but not every single thing that he's done has been bad. You just got to look at all sides.
You got to be willing to read the articles, not just clicking and sharing.
Read the actual documents.
Yeah.
You want to read about a law that's getting passed and being all enraged? Read the fucking document and see what the law actually says.
Read all 562 pages of it.
They're not always that big.
Get back to me.
They're not always that big.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, and they're not hard to search through and find the information that you need to find.
F3.
Yeah. Control F. Find the keyword.
Right. Yeah, it's wild though. I don't know. We're getting to an interesting tipping point. The boiling point is going to be the election.
Yeah.
It's going to go one way or another.
That's why we got our ARs. Nick, you better get one.
I don't know if I need a gun that big.
This is tiny. Mine's big.
I want a growl.
Mine's pretty fucking close to a growl.
That big?
It's the same size as the growl I use on Warzone.
Is it really?
20-inch.
I feel like the one I have. Because you can do.
I do the 20-inch barrel.
Yeah.
Whenever you play, is that how you unlock your barrels and stuff too?
Multiplayer.
Bro, I'm telling
the
you,
more kills you get, the quicker you go. And right now, it's double XP on your weapons.
My gun that I built that I'm using for Warzone is so dope. Like I want it in real life. It's so sick. I've unlocked like everything possible for it.
Really?
I'll just start signing in on your name again. I think it's still on there.
Really?
I'll just unlock your shit.
Go at it, bro.
Dude, the multiplayer is fun though. You should just play it.
Yeah.
Multiplayer is really fun.
It's fast paced, but it's fun.
You get a lot of kills. It's good to get good at like the fast paced close quarter. So when you're in Warzone in the houses, like that's multiplayer all the time.
Yeah.
Like in your face, quick response. Like I've just been doing that.
You're going to suck at first, but you do get better.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to just figure out.
It's fun. I play that mainly and then just to get everything going.
Yeah.
And then I'll play like a game or two of Warzone.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I'll give you like a list of 5 guns to work on. And then whichever one you like best, that can be your Warzone gun. Like the MP5 is really good. The M4 is really good. The Grau is really good. The Kilo is actually pretty good.
I love the guns I find in the actual game.
What's your favorite gun that you find?
It's like blue and green. It's like the fishbowl or something.
Oceanographer?
No.
So a lot of those are just skins over other guns. Like the oceanographer is just one of the regular sniper rifles, but it's just
it's just skin
like a
different.
skin.
Yeah, no, I know
which one you're talking about though,
because I've gotten the oceanographer before, but it's like
that one's dope.
This one is like green and
Is it
blue,
big?
and it has it's like real thin, and it has like a green sight. And then I was playing one.
I think it's a bison
with a.
I
was playing like with a red one. I forget what that one was, but I was like
the one red one
to
is
the
dope.
side,
Yeah.
and like I was.
yeah.
I just found out
because you've got the hollow, or you've got like an ACOG up here, but then you can turn to the red dot.
Yes,
I'm gonna get that on there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I just found out on when I was playing multiplayer the other day that if you on the D-pad, or what is it, the
directional buttons.
If you click that, you can change your grip.
What do you mean?
So like I was clicking it, and then on the guy was adjusting how he was gripping. Like
I know if you change that, you can
left
change
upper or left over, and you click it, and it would change. He moved his hands.
I know you can over there. There's a button you can change the fire rate.
That's one too. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can change it from
that.
single shot to rapid or whatever.
I don't know anything about the grip though.
Yeah,
I wonder what the benefit of that would be.
I don't know.
I'm gonna Google that. Let's end this show.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's
all right, guys. Well, that's the show. Thanks for sticking around. If you've been here this long, and if you had made it to the end, we got a special surprise for you. Girls jumping on trampolines.
Podcast. You know anybody with a trampoline?
Oh yeah.
It'd be so funny if you did.